Welcome to Indiana High School basketball on Kankakee Valley Broadcasting's WKVI. Tonight's game is brought to you in part by Coca-Cola, Culver's Portside Marina, Nepco, Crane and Equipment Services, Farm Fertilizers, First Farmers Bank and Trust, Lawrence Farms, Mark's Body Shop in Knox, Zingo Express, Pulaski Memorial Hospital, Stark County Co-op, The Auto Park with locations in LaPorte, Plymouth, and Bremen, Standard Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning, Collins Insurance, Howard's Marathon of Winnemac, and 5 Star. The Coca-Cola pregame show with Mitch Columbi is next.
Here's a three in the corner on the way! Yes! Yes! Big time three at a big time moment.
5 Star, the largest meat and grocery store in the area, focused on quality, value, and customer service. The 5 stars in the name of the store come from 5 family members of the original owner serving in World War II, each one represented by a blue star on a flag hanging in the front window of the family home. That's why even decades later, 5 Star is known for its dedication to service. Now that dedication means savings for you. 5 Star, one of the We Care stores, the area's largest meat and grocery store, focused on quality, value, and customer service. Located, you know where, in the Knox Mall.
Since 1936, Standard Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning have always taken pride in doing the job right. Third-generation owner Brian Hammond and his family have always set the standard when it comes to taking care of all your heating and cooling needs. Making your home a comfortable home is the absolute top priority. If you are uncomfortable in your home, give them a call at 574-936-4660. Follow them on Facebook. Let Standard Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning help you take control of your comfort.
Top of the key for three! Splash! Big time three. Here comes Vice driving inside, stolen, picked up by Samantha Marks. Oh, man, he made it happen!
Welcome to the Coca-Cola pregame show. Now, here is the voice of KVB's WKVI Sports, Mitch Columbi.
The new era continues here on Kankakee Valley Broadcasting's WKVI. Tonight, the historic rivalry is renewed as the North Judson-San Pierre Lady Blue Jays host the Knox Lady Redskins the night before Thanksgiving. This is Indiana High School basketball. With us tonight, breaking things down and analyzing play, our sports analyst, Terry Minnix. Hey, I'm Mitch Columbi. The tradition continues. This is KVB's WKVI Sports. Welcome you to the nest in North Judson, Indiana, 46366. We are back for more as we are set to continue the new era of Kankakee Valley Broadcasting Sports on 99.3 FM and around the world, streaming live on WKVI.com as we get ready for our 4th basketball broadcast of the season. We have seen the Knox Lady Redskins, but have yet to see the Lady Blue Jays of North Judson-San Pierre. When we look at the Lady Jays, they are led by Whitney Combs in her first year as the head coach. The Jays started their 2023-2024 season on the road, picking up a big win over Rochester. 43-42 was the final. They then hosted Rensselaer Central for their second game of the year and fell 65-22. On November 8th, they traveled to Boone Grove and won 63-52. Last week, they took on South Central in the launch pad and lost 64-42. Then last Thursday, they faced off against Couts at home, winning 65-40. The Lady Jays come into tonight's matchup at 3-2 on the year. Leading the team in the scoring department is Kylie Lehigh, averaging 10 points per game. Right behind her is Kaylin Tunis, averaging 8.4 points per game. And rounding out the top three is Reagan Hensley, averaging 7 per game. Lehigh also leads the team in rebounds, steals, and blocks, averaging 6.6 boards, 2.6 snags, and right at 1 block per game. The offense is averaging 47 points per game, and their defense has allowed 52.6 points per game coming into tonight. We turn now to our sports analyst, two-time Indiana High School basketball state champion head coach Terry Minix. Happy Thanksgiving, Coach.
Happy Thanksgiving to you, buddy.
It feels good to be back in the nest. It feels so good.
Yeah, the last time we were here, we was in the regional, right?
We were. Boy, you got good memory, Coach.
Yeah, I lost my hair, but not all my memory.
Well, give us your thoughts on this new look North Judson-San Pierre Lady Blue Jay team.
Well, it's going to be exciting. I mean, the win they got the other night against a pretty decent Couts team that was ranked at the time, they did a lot of pressing and forced Couts to handle the ball, which they struggle with, and were able to, come out with a pretty nice win with a 25-point win against them. So I think they're very quick. They lost a lot of, power last year. Obviously you lose a Frazier. That's a big hole to fill.
Yeah, Sophia. Yeah.
Sophia, and I tell you, in the first-year coach, they're still learning. Like we talk, it seems like we're seeing more of the first-year coaches, and it takes a little bit of time, with the players to adjust to them, and to the player or the coach to adjust to the players and what they're trying to do and understand, the talent they have. And sometimes you want to do some things, but you just don't have. The players that are able to do the things you want to do, and you've got to kind of work to what fits them the best.
Well, it'll be interesting to see this new look Lady Jays team. Of course, Whitney Combs was on the as an assistant last year. I think she's been part of Blue Jay Nation for quite a while, and of course has been on the basketball team as in a sense of as an assistant coach. Boy, I couldn't get it out. As an assistant coach, so it's not like she just came out of nowhere. She's been part of the program, and I think that only helps her and the girls coming into a new season like this.
Yeah, most definitely. I mean, she's been a part of the, like you say, the Blue Jay Nation for a long time, and then she's got an assistant down there next to her, Denver Minix, who's been around basketball a long time, and so I mean they got a good nucleus and a start, but she'll go through her ups and downs. She's just gotta, like I told the other coaches I talked to, you don't get so high on the highs and don't get so low on the lows, and just do the things that is going to make your team better. And it's it's one of the things everybody's practicing and getting ready for section tournament time.
Yeah, essentially, that's exactly. And what a night to have it in the nest the night before Thanksgiving, the historic rivalry. It just feels like a sectional type of atmosphere when you come into a game like this every year. I love it.
Well, when usually we have the boy-girl, but thankfully I'm sure Knox and Judson both will take.
They want a break.
They wanted the break. Plus, they'll take that their boys are playing in a semi-state every year and not have to come to this first game. So it was a good trade-off for both schools. But that being said, we still have a heck of a crowd here.
Oh man!
For just a girls' game, but I'm going to say just a girls' game. I don't mean it that way. I'm just saying usually there's the two games. Everybody coming home for the holidays, and obviously we see a lot of old players here from last year. Boys and girls, and what makes it neat about these small towns and everything. So it's going to be a lot of fun tonight, and I expect a pretty decent game.
Well, I'm glad you're sitting next to me, Coach, as we turn the page and look at the Lady Redskins of Knox, Indiana. Head coach James Adcock enters his first season leading the girls program. He, of course, coaches cross country and boys golf at Knox and seems to be hitting the ground running in his new position as the girls basketball head coach. The Lady Redskins started their 2023-2024 season at home against Couts, where it went all the way into overtime. The final on that one saw Couts squeaking by in a 46-43 win over the Lady Redskins. They then took on John Glenn for their first away game of the season and fell in regulation 37-35. Both those games for the Lady Redskins were so close, it's obvious. They can put up a fight. Then they fell to a very good Morgan Township team. We were there for that one at home. It was just an off night for the Lady Redskins. 46-22 was the final as the Lady Cherokee got the better of them. They followed that up going against Rensselaer Central, and boy, Rensselaer Central, that's a good team. They fell hard to them 69-18. Last Thursday brought their first win, though. They took on Pioneer on the road in Royal Center and beat the Lady Panthers 47-24. The Lady Redskins come into tonight's rivalry matchup the night before Thanksgiving at 1-4 on the year. Leading the Redskins in the scoring department is Rylan Jordan, averaging 10.5 points per game. Right behind her is Morgan Downs, averaging 9.5, and then Portland Minix rounds out the top three, averaging 8. Leading the team in rebounds is Cadence Qualls, averaging 6 boards per game. She also leads the team in steals, averaging 7.5 snags. Leading the team in assists right now is Morgan Downs, averaging 3.5 per game. Their offense is averaging 33 points per game, and their defense is allowing 44.4 points per game. Coach, it looks like the Lady Redskins are still adjusting to the new season. What are your thoughts on them at this point in time?
Well, the time we saw them against Morgan, I mean, they ended up losing by 24 or whatever the score was. But, what I liked about it was the hustle. I mean, they were doing everything that Coach asked, and they're going to win. They're going to win a lot of games. I mean, they're going to get more familiar with his style, more familiar with playing with each other, and I liked the way they played the other night. Just they never gave up. So in this type of game here, you heard the old cliche: you throw out the records because it's one of them things that when you're in Stark County,
something special.
Man. Yeah, it really is. It's something that nobody wants to lose, and everybody's going to compete and. It's a fun night.
You came up, you coined the phrase last year, and I'll let you say it. In 91 other counties, it's just basketball.
Right.
But in Stark County,
it's a war.
It's a war, and we are so glad to be here for it. We saw Harold Welter is here as well. Of course, he is part of the Sherilyn Welter Foundation. They are here tonight getting a jump on Giving Tuesday. We invite all of you who are in the area to stop by. This is going to be a great game tonight. Stop by and say hello to Harold. Of course, he appreciates chit-chatting, but they are raising awareness, and Giving Tuesday is coming up shortly. So, of course, any donations are welcome. But we are up here high in the nest, perched up high in the nest, Coach, and we're watching the end of the JV game. Tough situation right now for the Lady Jays on their JV squad. The Knox Lady Redskins have been taking it to them. It's 26-8 with 1:45 to go in the ball game. So we are standing by for the start of the varsity game. They're getting ready to come out for warm-ups at the end of the fourth here of the JV game. But we are expecting a great evening of IHSAA girls basketball action as we appreciate you joining us on the Coca-Cola pregame show, refreshing the world, making a difference. We'll be back after a word from our sponsors as the Pulaski Memorial Hospital Injury Report is next. You are listening to Kankakee Valley Broadcasting's WKVI.
Real magic is everywhere. It's in your mom's cooking, in 4-hour dinners with friends, in that first bite of something new, and in the fizz of a Coca-Cola. Now with so many options for less than $5, the Coca-Cola Value Collection will help you make the most out of every magic moment for so much less. Taste the magic for less with Coca-Cola.
BP gasoline with Invigorate helps clean your engine and can give you more miles per tank. Continuous use may result in the following pleasant side effects: excessive smiling, feeling more relaxed, taking more drives just because, volunteering for carpool twice in a row, and bragging to your friends about how you use our best fuel ever. To find out if BP gasoline with Invigorate is right for you, stop by your local station to discover our best fuel ever. Versus minimum detergent gas. Average restored 3 to 5 miles per tank, based on fleet testing and based on what you drive and how you drive.
High school sports brought to you by Zingo Express.
Who's in? Who's out? It's the Pulaski Memorial Hospital Injury Report with Mitch Columbi. Mitch?
Thank you, John Thompson. The Pulaski Memorial Hospital has been serving lives of the residents of Pulaski County and the surrounding area since 1963. We appreciate them supporting local high school sports and helping continue the tradition on KVB's WKVI. We are lucky to say no injuries to report tonight, as that is your Pulaski Memorial Hospital injury report. Stay tuned as we will hear from James Adcock of the Lady Redskins and Whitney Combs of the Lady Blue Jays after the break in the KVB Coaches Corner. You are listening to Kankakee Valley Broadcasting's WKVI.
In 49 other states, it's just basketball. But this is Indiana. Stay tuned for more in-game action with Mitch Columbi on Kankakee Valley Broadcasting's WKVI.
This presentation of our area's local high school sports is sponsored by Pulaski Memorial Hospital in Winamac. Pulaski Memorial Hospital is dedicated to providing excellent health care to improve the health and quality of life for the people and the community they serve. They will meet the community's needs and exceed their expectations by creating the best possible health care experience. For more information of the services they provide, call 946-2100.
The Stark County Co-op has been a member-owned farm services co-op in Stark County since 1928. That's over 90 years, and they're still providing the same quality agronomy services to the farming community of Stark and surrounding counties. The Stark County Co-op is an LP and fuel provider. The Stark County Co-op purchases grain at both locations, Hamlet and Brems. You can reach them by phone at 1-800-782-3392.
It's time to hear from the coaches in the KVB Coaches Corner. Here's Mitch Columbi.
I'm here with head coach of the Knox Lady Redskins, James Adcock. Coach, good of you to pick up a win. I'm glad you got your monkey off your back. Now you can move forward. You're going up against the historic rival, the North Judson-San Lady Blue Jays, the night before Thanksgiving. Nobody misses this game. Nope. Coach, what have you told your girls to be prepared for tonight?
Well, it doesn't matter who's up, who's down, what year it is. It's always going to be a tough one, a barn burner. So we need to come out aggressive, stay aggressive, be the aggressors, and try to bring the intimidation to them rather than be intimidated by them.
Is there anything in particular that you may be looking to see from them that you've prepared for?
They're very aggressive. They're going to crash the boards. So we're working on boxing out. We're working on pushing them out of the lane. It's been our major emphasis. Let's keep them out of the lane. So we'll see if that happens tonight.
What's your pregame speech sounding like right now?
Hoosiers. Let's go get them.
Message to Redskin Nation who may be listening tonight.
Hey, come out and join us tonight. It's going to be a barn burner. We need everybody here, their energy, and bring it to the girls and get you a win tonight.
Happy Thanksgiving, Coach.
Happy Thanksgiving to you.
Culver's Portside Marina handles all water and recreational needs. When it comes to pontoons, Godfrey leads the industry in performance and quality, and Portside Marina has them in stock. From Sanpan, Aqua Patio, Sweetwater, and Monaco pontoons, if you're looking for a family boat, Culver's Portside Marina can help. Discover the evolution of the wake boat through luxury models offered from Centurion and Supreme Surf Boats. Yamaha Wave Runners and Kawasaki jet skis are on the showroom floor waiting. Located at 514 West Mill Street in Culver. Stop in or call them at 574-842-5000. Culver's Portside Marina.
I'm here with head coach of the North Judson-San Lady Blue Jays, Whitney Combs. Coach, first chance I get to have an opportunity to speak with you. Thank you for your time. What do you know about the Knox Lady Redskins?
They're actually a really good team. We went and scouted them at the Morgan Township game, and they have a lot of heart, and they play very aggressive. If you wouldn't look at the scoreboard, you would have never known they were down because they battled the whole entire game.
Yeah, we were there at that one. I remember that game in particular, actually. What do you need to see from your girls out on the floor tonight?
I just need them to play their game. We've talked about our game plan. We know who we need to shut down. We know what we need to do on defense. So it's just executing that.
Absolutely. Message to Blue Jay Nation.
We just want to thank you all for coming out to the games. We thank you for your support. We hope to see you at some of our games, and go Lady Jays.
Coach, as always, appreciate your time. Happy Thanksgiving.
Happy Thanksgiving to you as well.
Hey folks, Auto Park Fort LaPorte has got some news for you. We now have the largest selection of pre-owned vehicles in LaPorte County. So if you're in the market, come and check us out because right now is the best time to trade in your current vehicle. Not interested in purchasing a vehicle? That's okay. We'll buy yours even if you don't buy ours. Not currently in the market, but your car needs serviced? Come check out our newly renovated service department and let them take care of all your service needs. And remember, we're not just an auto dealer, we're an auto park.
Time now for the keys to the game. Sponsored by the Auto Park with locations in LaPorte, Plymouth, and Bremen.
All right, as we get set for Indiana High School girls basketball action, what are your keys to the game as a Knox Lady Redskin, Terry?
Well, a couple. It's just handle their press. They've got to make sure they're handling. I mean, that's what North Judson was able to do against the Couts team to kind of, get that snowball. And the other thing is, obviously limit the turnovers and just play aggressive, and good things will happen.
Now, flip sides. If you're the head coach of North Judson-San, Pierre, what has to happen in order to get this win tonight, the night before Thanksgiving?
Well, I think it's just, you're at home here. I think you just got to get off to a good start. Hopefully you get your press working, like it can work, like I say, against the Couts. And, the other thing is really limit Knox to one shot at the most. The most, they're going to give them is possibly one if you don't get a steal.
That's our keys to the game, sponsored by the Auto Park with locations in LaPorte, Plymouth, and Bremen. Go ahead, sit back, pop open an ice-cold Coke and chill. The Coca-Cola pregame show continues. Our KVB starting lineups are next. You're listening to Kankakee Valley Broadcasting's WKVI.
In 49 other states, it's just basketball. But this is Indiana. Stay tuned for more in-game action with Mitch Columbi on Kankakee Valley Broadcasting's WKVI.
Have you ever wondered how much I could sell my vehicle for? Well, Auto Park Chevrolet GMC can help with that. We're looking to buy your vehicle. It is a quick, simple process that puts money in your pocket. Stop by the Auto Park on Oak Road for one of our sales professionals to assess your vehicle and have a cash price for you in moments. If you're looking to trade, we have stacks of inventory for you to choose from, or you can walk away with a check in hand. Don't hassle with listing on Marketplace or waiting forever to sell it privately. Let us make you an offer today. Auto Park Chevrolet GMC. Check us out at www.autoparkchevroletbuickgmc.com or call 574-936-5590 or come to see us next to Walmart in Plymouth.
This presentation of our area's local high school sports is sponsored by Pulaski Memorial Hospital in Winamac. Pulaski Memorial Hospital is dedicated to providing excellent health care to improve the health and quality of life for the people and the community they serve. They will meet the community's needs and exceed their expectations by creating the best possible health care experience. For more information of the services they provide, call 946-2100.
Puts up a floater. Oh my gosh! High off the glass.
Now it's time for the KVB starting lineups.
For the Lady Redskins of Knox, Indiana. Starting at point guard is Portland Minix. The 2 guard is Morgan Downs. Starting at small forward is Cadence Qualls. At the 4 is Ella Fairchild. And at the 5 is Rose Webb. For the Lady Jays of North Judson, Indiana, starting at point guard is Avery Johnston. At the 2 is Kaylin Tunis. Starting small forward is Kylie Lehigh. At the 4 is Reagan Hensley. And at the 5 is McKinley Dushak. That is our KVB starting lineups as we will be back to get set for tip-off. Hey, you are listening to KVB's WKVI.
Real magic is everywhere. It's in your mom's cooking, in 4-hour dinners with friends, in that first bite of something new, and in the fizz of a Coca-Cola. Now with so many options for less than $5, the Coca-Cola Value Collection will help you make the most out of every magic moment for so much less. Taste the magic for less with Coca-Cola.
On the way home from the game, a deer jumps in front of your truck. And now you've got to get that truck repaired. Make it easy on yourself. Take it to Mark's Body Shop. Marks has done expert auto body service since 1998 and will work with you and your insurance provider for collision repair, custom body paint, and insurance work. And all work guaranteed by owner Mark Shell. Mark's Body Shop, proud to support high school sports. 772-7003.
Howard's Marathon in Winamac has a reputation built on getting things done right. With 30 years experience as an ASE Master Auto Technician, Dean Wentz is the right choice for the auto repairs or service. From auto computer diagnostic checks to new batteries and tires, they can take care of it all. Howard's Marathon is a proud supporter of area high school sports and wishes all teams a great season. Howard's Marathon, 121 South Monticello Street in Winamac. Call 574-946-6894.
Kankakee Valley Broadcasting, bringing you Indiana high school basketball on 99.3 FM. The Valley.
Happy Thanksgiving from the Nest at North Judson-San Pierre in North Judson, Indiana, as we welcome you to game number 4 of our Indiana high school basketball season between the North Judson-San Pierre Lady Blue Jays and the Knox Lady Redskins. I am Mitch Columbi. The tradition continues here on Kankakee Valley Broadcasting as WKVI will always be there. We also want to let you know Kankakee Valley Broadcasting's WYMR will always be there too. Join the boss, Tony Ross, on Max 98.3 FM every day as well for even more content involving your area. Between WYMR and WKVI, Kankakee Valley Broadcasting has you covered. Well, don't hesitate to follow us on social media. We are on Instagram at WKVI Sports, on X, formerly Twitter at KVB Sports, and on Facebook at Sports to the Max. For all Kankakee Valley Broadcasting sports content, you can listen to us on your phone. Did you just hear me? Not only can you hear us on the radio, 99.3 FM, you can take us anywhere in the world. Just go to one of our social media sites I mentioned and tap the link on our page. There are no excuses. We are literally in the palm of your hand. Well, we are proud to let you know the PA announcer tonight in the Nest is Nathan Radke. The clock operator is Dave Altman. The scorekeeper is Missy Hensley. Our officials for this evening are James Coy, Bobby Lohman, and Stan Whitehead. With us tonight, breaking things down and analyzing play, we are honored to have sports analyst Terry Minix up here with me in the KVB booth. Coach, we look around our area and see boys basketball is here. The official, well, I guess it's not the official opening night. There was a scrimmage most of our area teams played, but for several of our area teams, this is their first game in action for the boys. In fact, the Oregon Davis Bobcats are hosting Triton right now in the at the Bobcat Den. Coach, you have a score update. What do you have for us?
It's OD's leading after they were down the end of one, 6-12, and now they're up with about 2:37 to go in the second quarter, 21-16.
Good for them. Well, that is one of our area teams in the Oregon Davis Bobcats. We'll have a chance to see them several times throughout this season. Don't worry, we're going to be in the Bobcat Den, Coach. I love doing a game over there. I love how you guys have that, what do you call that booth up there? The broadcast booth, I guess.
Yeah. Was
that built special for that?
Yeah, it was for basically for WKVI. I think basically Harold Welder. You know,
wow.
He was around before
nice.
School was built, I think.
Yeah, I love doing a game at the Bobcat Den. It's so much fun. But we also see the Culver Cavaliers kicking off their season at home. They are hosting Rochester tonight. I don't know much about Rochester, but I know that Kyle Evans, head coach of the Culver Cavaliers, he's got his Cavs, I assume, ready to go.
Oh, yeah, and they're going to be in that tough 2-3 defense. You know that.
Yep, absolutely. So we'll keep our eye on the Culver Cavalier matchup with Rochester. And then finally, the Tri-Township Tigers boys basketball team is on the road tonight to face River Forest. It was a tough season for the Tri-Township Tigers. I know that Coach Snodgrass is putting in the time and effort. Of course, he's also the athletic director. Do the Tri-Township Tigers, in your mind, take the next step this year and maybe get a few more wins under their belt?
Oh, most definitely. I think, we watched him a couple times last year, and I really think, he was doing all the right things, and pushing all the right buttons. It was just one of them things that it takes a little bit of time, and I think they're ready to, perform much better than they did last year.
Well, it'll be interesting to see what happens as girls basketball is in its fourth. Can you believe it's already 4 weeks already into the girls basketball season? The first week of boys basketball is this week on the week of Thanksgiving. Now, I've noticed several teams are playing the night before Thanksgiving, and a lot of our schools, in fact, I think all of our area schools did not actually go to school today.
Yeah,
So it's interesting how that
when they started all that, but I really like that. I mean, it gives Thanksgiving is obviously a time of being with your family and the family time and all that. So it's really nice because people can leave on a Tuesday night and not have to battle the traffic and everything. I know you got to battle the traffic tomorrow morning to head to Indianapolis, but it's nice that a lot of these people that do have to make it a travel somewhere that they're able to leave possibly on Tuesday night and miss miss so much of the traffic. It's one of the busiest times of the year to travel, and hopefully everybody travels safe and has a great Thanksgiving with their friends and family or whoever they're with. But it's basketball tonight, so everybody's got to gear up a little bit and listen to us, and we'll explain it as well as we can. We can, and we'll take stats as best as we can. That's for sure. Unofficially. That's what you got to understand. What we say is unofficial, and our stats are unofficial. Well, you got to think we're talking and doing it. We're writing down notes and talking at the same time. It's actually kind of funny to watch us. I saw somebody, they sent me a video of me broadcasting, and I was a little embarrassed, to be honest with you. Oh, that's what I look like when I'm doing that? But what were you doing? I was getting excited. You know me. I get real excited. Splash. Well, we're going to see several splashes tonight. There's a lot of shooters out on the court. We've seen the Jays been warming up. We know Morgan Downs, she had a tough game against Morgan Township just a couple of weeks ago when we saw her. But from what we saw last year, Coach, we know when Morgan Downs can get going, you got to get a hand in her face real quick. Well, she's a rhythm shooter. I mean, and when she's hot, like you say, you better find her on the floor. And she had a rough game against Morgan. I mean, they obviously, and most teams are going to key on her a little bit, but she'll get it. She's a senior. She'll show that senior leadership, and I expect some good, especially against this rivalry game here tonight. I expect some big splashes tonight from her. I really do. I think, and like Coach Adcock said, like you said in the pregame show, records go out the window for a game like tonight. This is just everyone's here. We've seen several players, like you said, in past years. They've come home for holiday break. The nest is getting busy. It's getting very busy right now, and you can feel the energy. It's a sectional atmosphere just here in week 3.5. How valuable is that to a coach and his team to get experience of packed houses like this? Well, you've got two first-year coaches here tonight going against each other, and you've got a relatively young team on both sides that lost a lot of key players from the previous year. So this is really huge for them. I mean, just playing in a good, large crowd. I'm telling you, it's huge. I came in here and parked, and I was way in the back. I was like, where am I parking? Yeah, where am I parking? I thought WKVI was going to do us better than that and had us a parking spot, but I guess not. I'm in the back. In the back, and you're way up top. Yeah, Bob Euchre. Here we go. Well, we also want to give a big-time shout-out to Oregon Davis Lady Cat. Gabby Krause is in the house tonight. She is shadowing. Yes, we hope to have her as a sideline reporter in the future. She is going to be checking out the Knox Lady Redskins side tonight, taking some notes. We're going to get her warmed up and ready. Hopefully she'll have some questions that she can prepare to ask these coaches, but I really think it's going to be a lot of fun that we have a student that we can give a chance to do a little behind-the-scenes action, get them some broadcast experience. Right. One thing that I was interested in last year when I was visiting all these schools for my first year, Coach, was there wasn't any broadcasting classes in the area. No. And that was something that I had in high school. So the fact that we can maybe try to do something like that with some kids, I think would be great. Of course, I'm no teacher, so this is only the second game with Gabby, so we'll see how well it goes. But I'm really excited and hopeful that we can maybe help the community out and get some kids that are excited about broadcasting some experience. I know, we've brought in kids, or WKVI's brought in kids to do the engineering and stuff back at the station, and, they've had some kids that have went on and done some good things, like the young Flusop lady. Sure. She's in Wisconsin. She's a big-time lady on TV, and so I mean it's a good little learning platform that they can start on. I know Gabby wants to go into some form of broadcasting And so it's a good start. So I think, if anybody else, any of the schools out there have anybody else that would be interested, I'm sure you'd like to take a look at them and, give them a chance. So,
absolutely.
We don't have it, like you say, LaVille. I know LaVille has a really, which they worked with us last year in the sectional, and they did a really nice job. And I think it would be neat if we could get more schools able to do that.
Well, we'll see if I'm any good at this first. So I could be terrible at it. You never know.
Well, I tell you, you're doing it. You amaze me. I'm glad you don't have me doing any computer work.
I know. Well, I haven't had to teach you.
Well, that's good.
See?
That's good. I'm not an old dog, not new tricks.
Well, folks, we're so glad you joined us the night before Thanksgiving, our annual broadcast. This was something that I got a taste of back in 2014, Coach, when I was working here fresh out of college. One of my early games that I remember doing was with Harold Welter and Nathan Welter, of course. They were doing the basketball game in Knox. So that was my first taste of this night before Thanksgiving tradition. And I got to say, Coach, even after I left my time at WKVI, for some reason, the night before Thanksgiving battle just always has stuck in my mind. So this game I just get really excited for. I know I'm not from Stark County, but, man, I want to be from Stark County tonight. I'll tell you that much.
Well, I think you've done a nice enough job and for these schools around here, and I think you really have become a part. Yeah, you've become a part of Stark County, and we appreciate you doing what you do for these kids, and it's enjoyable. I mean, it's Indiana basketball.
It's so
the
much
best.
fun.
It's the best anywhere. I've seen games all over the U.S. and other schools got like 12 bleachers on both sides. We got bleachers that go way up. I mean, in
it
the
means
pack.
something more
right.
here.
It's for sure. So. Indiana basketball, obviously I love it, and it's been a part of my life for years.
Well, you're right. We look across the way. We see Redskin Nation in full force. I see several of the boys football players in the house. I think I saw Jake Conroy. There's Jake over there, and several of the football players. And Jay Sean, we're going to see Jay Sean out on the court. I've been told that he is going to be starting point guard for the Knox Redskins. He's just a junior, and we saw him out on the court as a JV player. He is something exciting. I'm really excited to watch him as he's gotten taller. But as far as the Blue Jay side of things, I saw Cheyenne Allen in the house, the all-time rushing leader for football. He is here with his family the night before Thanksgiving. He's on, and then also Kelson Jordan is in the house. And believe it or not, Kelson, I think, has even got a little taller, Coach. My gosh.
Yeah.
So, and of course, he's playing basketball at the next level, and it's just really cool. I think we saw Sophia Frazier is in the house. So everyone is here. Even if they aren't in high school anymore, they still come back to this game the night before Thanksgiving to be with their family. I saw Cheyenne and Kelson going around and saying hello to their family members together. It's just a really cool atmosphere here, Coach. It's just so awesome.
That's Stark County. It's
one big family.
Right. It's a rivalry. Everybody. I've got relation on both sides with a name like Minix.
Right.
You can't swing a dead cat without hitting one. So it's one of them things that we're rivalries when we're between the lines, but we're family and we're there for each other. When we're outside them lines.
Well, like I said a minute ago, our PA announcer tonight in the nest is Nathan Radke. Always does such a good job. Of course, he's the PA announcer during the football season for the North Judson-San Pierre Blue Jays. The clock operator is Dave Altman. The scorekeeper is Missy Hensley. And once again, our officials tonight are James Coy, Bobby Lohman, and Stan Whitehead. And Coach, you said you'd never seen these guys before, so they're new to the area maybe.
Well, that or my memory's starting to go too. So, I'm not going to say.
That's a good question. Do you want, in a game like this, do you want guys or gals that are from Stark County reffing this game?
Most definitely not. It's probably a good thing they've got some guys that are probably from Lafayette or further down.
No idea.
Somewhere that they've heard of Stark County. So.
Well, we're standing by and awaiting the national anthem. I'll turn things over to our public address announcer, Nathan Radke, as we're so glad you've joined us here in the nest on Kankakee Valley Broadcasting's WKVI. The tradition continues, and we are so glad to be here for you. Our annual traditional Thanksgiving, night before Thanksgiving broadcast. Boy, I'm getting juiced up, Coach. This is exciting.
Ready to roll.
Yeah, let's ready to roll. I'm turning things over to Nathan Radke.
Ladies and gentlemen, at this time, we ask that you please
Every morning, make sure to join Rich Wallen on the WKVI Morning Show Monday through Friday, 5 a.m. to 12 p.m. Central. Catch local news as well for our area with Kankakee Valley Broadcasting News Director Anita Gooden, who covers news on WYMR and WKVI. You can catch our stories on WKVI.com and Max983.net. to stay up to speed in your local area. Hey, I'm Mitch Columbi, proud to be doing the play-by-play as we are set for Indiana High School girls basketball action from North Judson, Indiana. Tonight's tip-off is brought to you by Web Printing and JT Shirt Shack in Winamac. We also appreciate them being the sponsor for the Tyler Roth WKVI Athlete of the Week Award given out each week on the Saturday Sports Line. That's the longest-running high school sports show in Indiana, thanks to our very own Harold Welter. You're going to want to join us this Saturday. It's our Thanksgiving 1-hour holiday special edition. Saturday Sports Line this coming Saturday. That's a mouthful, Coach. You like that one?
I like that.
I came up with that last year. I coined it. I like that. I like that a lot.
You're going to have that on T-shirts or what?
Maybe I should. I'll talk to Web Printing and JT Shirt Shack.
There you go.
So join us this Saturday at 9 a.m. Eastern, 8 a.m. Central for our Thanksgiving 1-hour holiday special edition Saturday Sports Line. As we will hear from the Knox Redskins offensive line. They are our Tyler Roth WKVI Co-Athletes of the Week, the largest Athlete of the Week award we've ever given out. Last year we gave it to the Knox girls golf team because they broke, they didn't break, they were the first team in school history to ever win a golf sectional, so we gave that to them. That was the biggest at that point. Knox broke it again in their Knox offensive line. 4,600 yards rushing on the season, Coach. What a year for the Knox Redskins offensive line.
I think, we said it before. I mean, football in Stark County, everybody knows in the state that there's great football in Stark County. And they both had tremendous season and, fell a little short, but I'm sure they'll be back.
Well, we are back in action here, ready to go for the tip. As Harold Welter's in the house tonight, make sure to stop by and see him for the Cheryl Lynn Welter Foundation. They're getting a jump start on Giving Tuesday. Say hello to Harold as we are in action. The tip is up away. Rose Webb controls it, and she gets it to number 20. That is Cadence Qualls with the ball. So the Lady Jays going with a man-to-man here. The Lady Redskins get it over to Morgan Downs. Dump-off pass inside to Rose Webb. Back out up top. This is Portland Minix, who then kicks it over. Back to Cadence Qualls. She drives in. Back out to Morgan Downs. Downs drives in. Floater pass to Rose Webb. Stolen and picked up by the Lady Jays. And here they come. And a foul's called on Cadence Qualls on the other end of the floor. As it's going to be a scrappy game tonight. You can already tell.
Obviously her first, team first.
So this is an out-of-bounds play underneath their own basket for the Lady Jays. Avery Johnston to take it out. Gets it in. McKinley Dushak back up top to Kylie Lehigh. Drives inside, and she gets a nice little floater in the paint. Nice little 6-footer. So the Lady Jays on the board first, and they are full court pressing the Lady Redskins. They beat it across the half court.
Nice job.
It's Cadence Qualls driving inside, and a foul is called on McKinley Dushak, the junior, on the inside.
Knox did a real nice job of attacking that press. I knew, obviously Coach Adcock knew they were going to be pressing, and the girls got it up well and attacked the basket.
Out of bounds play underneath her own basket. The Lady Redskins get it into Rose Webb. Puts up a shot, no good. Rebounded Reagan Hensley, and here she comes for the Lady Jays, bringing it coast to coast. She gets doubled down low in the paint by Portland Minix and Rose Webb. A foul's called. We'll see who it's on here.
Looks like it's on Portland.
So sideline out of bounds play for the Lady Jays. Rose Webb on Reagan Hensley. Hensley gets it in to number 15. This is Avery Johnston. Johnston back to Hensley, who then finds number 10, Kylie Lehigh. Into the corner to Johnston. She drives baseline, nothing there. Cross court to the other corner. Number 11, Kaylin Tunis pops a 17-footer. No good. Fight for the rebound, and a jump ball is called. Great hustle by McKinley Dushak, fighting for the rebound. And they are going to get another possession out of this because of her extra effort, Coach.
Yeah, she just attacked the basket. Nobody was boxing her out. And Said, I'm going to go get it.
Out of bounds play underneath her own basket. Johnston to take it out a long 5 seconds, but she gets it in to Kylie Lehigh, and then up top to Reagan Hensley. Drives inside, blocked, and then last touched by a Lady J. So the Lady Redskins are showing that fight that they showed us a couple of weeks ago, looking very good here early. Down 2, 6:40 to go here in the opening quarter. The Lady Jays lead. Full court press still on from the Lady Jays. Rose Webb back to Ella Fairchild, and she pushes it forward to Morgan Downs as it gets across half court. Downs makes a nice move on Avery Johnston. Corner to Cadence Qualls. Now she's driving baseline, and it goes out of bounds. I think they are saying last touched on the Lady Redskins, so that's their second turnover of the night here. They are not full court pressing. They are standing back in what looks like
1-3-1,
a little zone action here. So Avery Johnston kicks it over to Reagan Hensley. Hensley, nothing inside. She's doubled now.
Nice trap.
Right where the Lady Redskins want it. They almost lose it. Now inside to number 30, McKinley Dushak puts up a shot. No good. Fight for the rebound. They keep it here. Avery Johnston finds it over to Kaylin Tunis. Spinning around inside the paint. And a foul is called. You can hear the fans in the background. It's the electricity. The energy is here. And this is the night before Thanksgiving battle between the North Judson-San Pierre Lady Blue Jays and the Knox Lady Redskins. We are so honored you have joined us here on KVB's WKVI. Out of bounds play underneath their own basket for the Lady Jays. They get it up top to Kaylin Tunis, who then finds Reagan Hensley. Fakes the shot, tries to drive around. Morgan Downs spins around into trouble where Cadence Qualls was, and now there's a jump ball called. And it is in the Knox Lady Redskins' favor. So Jays have a turnover there, and they are going to still pick up full court. They get it into Rose Webb for the Lady Redskins, then finds Portland Minix. Minix brings it forward. Passes off to Ella Fairchild. They cross half court, now over to Morgan Downs. Morgan back to Portland, pops a three, top of the key. No good, fight for the rebound, and over to the back call. Man, over the back on Rose Webb there. As fighting for the rebound was her and McKinley Dushak. And now we're going to see Rylan Jordan check in for Rose Webb.
That's her second foul. I mean, they have 4 fouls in basically 2.5 minutes.
Yeah, a little too scrappy, maybe.
Mm-hmm.
As here's Johnston bringing it across the timeline. They find it into the corner, back to Reagan Hensley, and it's going to be a turnover over and back. Reagan just moved at the wrong time. When McKinley Dushak tried to find her top of the key, Reagan had already flashed to the middle, so that's unfortunate there. Sideline out of bounds play on their own side of the floor for the Knox Lady Redskins. They get it into number 20. This is Cadence Qualls driving inside, pops up a floater, and she ties it up 2-all here with 5:20 to go. It's 2-2 in the opening quarter. On the other end of the floor, Reagan Hensley hits the deck hard, and another foul called. Ella Fairchild wants an explanation. She can't believe it. And they're calling it on Ella Fairchild.
Yep.
Ella Fairchild.
Shooting 2 free throws already with over 5 minutes to go. You're shooting 2 free throws. It's going to be a long quarter.
Well, and that's part of that new rule.
Yeah, that new rule.
See, even they weren't. They had to remind themselves of the new rule. As they were almost going to do an out-of-bounds play, they realized Reagan needs to shoot the free throws.
They may slow the fouls down a little bit now just because they're saying, oh, my gosh, it's going to take forever.
That's where the officials can make that decision.
Exactly. Exactly.
Checking out for the Lady Jays off the missed free throw is number 30, McKinley Dushak, and checking in is Anna Garbison. Missed the second free throw, and the Lady Redskins come up with the rebound. Stolen back by Avery Johnston. Back up to Reagan Hensley. She drives inside, and a nice little left-handed layup goes. 4-2. She gets the 2 missed free throws back, and now full court press. It's a steal, but they call it a kick. So was that still technically a steal there?
No.
So instead of a steal, it hits the foot of a Lady J.
It's not a change of possession.
And it's a kick, so it stays with the Lady Redskins as Ella Fairchild brings it across half court. Reagan Hensley on her. Now back up top to Cadence Qualls. Back to Fairchild over to Qualls. Extended wing, drives baseline, no good from 15, and rebound Avery Johnston. Here she comes. Nice little move. Picks up her dribble, passes over to number 10. This is Kylie Lehigh, who then gets it over to Garbison. Stolen by the Lady Redskins. Fast break opportunity. Cadence Qualls gets blocked. Avery Johnston tracked her down. Block from behind, and it's going to be an out-of-bounds play underneath their own basket here. Portland Minix to take it out. Here comes some picks. Nothing there. Passes out up top to Morgan Downs. Inside to Rylan Jordan. Almost stolen. Back out to Portland. Portland fakes the shot. Drives inside. Puts up a shot.
2 shots.
And she is. Portland. Nice little move by Portland Minix to get the foul. No, they're calling this on the floor.
Oh, really?
My goodness. I saw her going up.
Yeah, and I think that's what the other ref is trying to tell him, but he's saying no.
They're saying it's on the floor, so it will be an out-of-bounds play. Foul on Anna Garbison.
It's her first, team second.
So another out-of-bounds play for the Lady Redskins. Portland Minix to take it out. Here comes the play. She passes out up top to Rylan Jordan, back to the corner to Portland. Portland brings out it up top. Morgan Downs now. Downs fakes, drives around, spins, shot from 14, no good, too hard, fight for the rebound. The Lady Jays come up with it. It's number 10, Kylie Lehigh. She finds it to the corner. Kaylin Tunis. Tunis pops a shot, no good, rebounded Rylan Jordan. It's still 4-2, the Lady Jays lead. Here comes Morgan Downs. Oh, right behind. Anna Garbison almost had it. Morgan Downs picks it up. It's going to be stolen, though, by the Lady Jays. Here comes. Oh, no, and they're going to throw it away. So on the fast break opportunity, Kaylin Tunis tried to find Avery Johnston and a no-go. So a turnover. Both teams have 4 here to start the first quarter. As tonight's broadcast is brought to you by NEPCO Crane and Equipment Services, specializing in mobile crane service. Call Joe Nepp at 1-800-590-2272 for all your residential, commercial, and agricultural crane needs. Happy Thanksgiving to the Nepp family. Today's broadcast is brought to you in part by First Farmers Bank and Trust, providing state-of-the-art banking with old-fashioned service. We thank them for supporting local high school sports and helping continue the tradition on KVB's WKVI. Happy Thanksgiving to Isaac Blue and family. Coach, what are your thoughts?
Well, that was a good timeout by Coach Adcock right there. Just, they're doing a real good job, except once they're getting down there, they're getting a little too antsy and not really putting up real good shots. They're attacking, the zone really, really well, but you still got to attack and be smart with the shots you're taking.
Who called the timeout?
Adcock.
Adcock, that's right. Knox, thank you. So out of the timeout, the Lady Redskins, Ella Fairchild tries to get it in, almost stolen by Anna Garbison, but she dives for it, picks it up, back to Rylan Jordan, who then passes forward to Cadence Qualls, and now she's driving all the way. Looked like a double dribble, nothing called. Stolen by the Lady Jays. My goodness, here comes number 11, Kaylin Tunis, who then finds over to Anna Garbison. Or Kylie Lehigh, excuse me. So Lehigh gets the 2 points there. It's now 6-2, the Lady Jays lead. And the Lady Redskins pushing it forward. It's Cadence Qualls on the far end of the court. In the corner, inside. Ella Fairchild for the right-handed layup and couldn't get it to go. Rebounded by Kylie Lehigh. And here come the Lady Jays coming up on 3 minutes to go in the opening quarter. Inside nice pass. Nice look to Kaylin Tunis from Avery Johnston. 8-2, the Lady Jays have a little bit of a run here. Trying to get across half court. That Lady Jays full court pressure is on, and that's my favorite part right there when the coaches
take the jacket off.
I love that moment. It means business. It sends a message. The coach is in a suit. He's in a tie. He takes the jacket off. Oh, coach is upset. Uh-oh, what are we going to hear now? He calls a 30-second here.
I never did that.
Well, you didn't have to.
Well, no.
Well, you didn't need the jacket.
Two things wrong. I didn't wear a jacket, and the other thing is you can ask Chris. I didn't call many timeouts. I tried to get our kids in condition that I didn't want the clock to stop. I wanted the kids running up and down the floor, and that was our advantage.
Because you ran them hard enough, you knew that they were going to be in better shape than the other team.
That was my what I tried to do year after year. Now, the girls didn't like it when they were doing all that running.
I guarantee it. So out of the 30-second timeout, the Knox Lady Redskins have Ella Fairchild doubled up top. They find it to Morgan Downs in the corner for three. No good. Fight for the rebound. Ella Fairchild comes up with it, puts up the layup. No good. And rebounded by the Lady Jays. That's Kylie Lehigh, and she brings it across half court. Almost stolen by Cadence Qualls. It goes out of bounds, so it'll stay here. Lady J ball. So out of bounds play underneath their own basket for the Lady Jays. Avery Johnston to take it out. She finds Kylie Lehigh up top inside. Anna Garbison, nice little post move, turnaround, blocked by Ryland Jordan. And the Lady Redskins have possession. Portland Minix now with the ball, beats a double team. Brings it across half court. She's looking inside to Ryland Jordan, nothing there. Back up top to Ella Fairchild, over to Morgan Downs. Downs with the ball, brings it to the top of the key and then hands off to Portland Minix. She's gonna pop a three, might as well. And it rattles around.
Splash.
Big time three for Portland Minix. And that makes it 8-5 here under 2 minutes.
They needed that.
Yes, they did. On the other end of the floor, it's stolen by the Knox Lady Redskins. It's Cadence Qualls taking it coast to coast.
Got it.
And she puts up the left-hand layup. Nice little play there. Makes it a 1-point ball game.
Another steal.
Another steal for the Lady Redskins on the other end of the floor. That's Portland Minix getting in it. Now a double team from the Lady Jays. And we hear a whistle. We're awaiting the official call here.
Wow. I don't know.
They're calling it Knox basketball.
I think Coach Adcock's got to go over and shake that guy's hand and say thank you for blowing that whistle.
She was doubled in the near corner right in front of the cheer block for North Judson. With 4 seconds. And they get bailed out here. Oh, and it's almost stolen back by the Lady Jays. It is. And then she doubled off the steal. Man, she almost was surprised she stole that ball. She hesitated, and that hesitation caused her to double dribble. So now that's a turnover for the Lady Jays. And now the Lady Redskins have the ball with Ryland Jordan, trying to push it forward to Portland Minix. She's going to bring it across half court. 1 minute to go here in the opening quarter. 8-7, the Lady Jays lead in this historic rivalry the night before Thanksgiving. Would you have it any other way? Cadence Qualls driving baseline, puts up a shot, no good. Rebounded Avery Johnson. Here come the Lady Jays. She's got Portland Minix on her, and Minix lowered her shoulder, and they call her for a blocking foul. You can't do that. You gotta move those feet.
It's going to be her second.
And that's one thing, Portland Minix, she's not afraid to get in there, Coach. She has been taught, she was a coach's kid.
Right.
Coach Neil Minix, of course, now the athletic director, she's a coach's kid. She gets her head in there. She's not afraid. And because of the new rule, they've been shooting free throws quite a bit more than they normally would have. As this is Avery Johnston now at the line. She sinks 1 of 2, making it 9-7 with 59.9 seconds to go here in the opening quarter. Johnston at the line. Second free throw, too hard off the back iron and rebounded Portland Minix. Now she picks up her dribble. She's doubled by Johnston and Reagan Hensley. It's stolen back by Johnston into Hensley, and she puts up the layup. Huge play for the Lady Jays, as here are the Lady Redskins with 45 seconds to go. Morgan Downs, they've still got the full court pressure to beat. Ella Fairchild tries to push it forward. She does to Cadence Qualls. They cross half court inside to Ryland Jordan. Puts up the layup. No good, but she's fouled, and she will go to the line to shoot 2.
I think it's on Avery. Avery Johnson.
Yep.
Her first.
So that puts Ryland Jordan at the line, as today's game is brought to you in part by Howard's Marathon of Winnemac, serving Pulaski County for 44 years. Call 574-946-6894 and ask for Howard or Dean. We thank them for supporting local high school sports and wish them a happy Thanksgiving. First free throw missed by Ryland Jordan, keeps it 11-7 with 33.5 seconds to go here in the opening quarter. The second free throw from Ryland, no good, and a fight for the rebound. Last touched, oh man, by McKinley Dushak. So the Lady Redskins get bailed out again, and they're going to get an out-of-bounds play underneath their own basket here, Coach.
Yeah, we got 32.4 seconds. Let's, hold the ball, make sure we get a good shot here.
They get it into
That's
Morgan.
Morgan. That's a good shot.
From 18, no good. Too hard off back iron. Rebounded by number 30, McKinley Dushak. And here come the Lady Jays with the last 25 seconds. Driving inside, it's number 21, Kaya Burkett, who just checked in. Stolen by the Lady Redskins, and here they come. Pushing it forward, Cadence Qualls back to Morgan Downs. 3 on the way. No good. Rebounded Rylan Jordan for a second chance opportunity. Puts up the layup. No good. But she is fouled, and she will go to the line. Her second appearance here in the last 20 seconds. Let's see if she can get one to go through this time. You're in an atmosphere like this early in the season, it's going to test your nerves, especially at the free throw line, as her first of 2 is good this time. So Anna Garbison is going to check in, and checking out is Avery Johnston. As here's the second free throw on the way. And it is good from Rylan Jordan, making it 11-9 here with the last 11.2 seconds. They get it into Kaya Burkett, brings it across half court to the corner to Anna Garbison. Garbison, cross-court pass, number 11, Kaylin Tunis driving in, puts up the layup, no good. Rebounded Rylan Jordan, and that will be the end of the first quarter, 11-9. The North Judson-San Pierre Lady Blue Jays lead the Knox Lady Redskins. We're going to take a break with them and come back for second quarter action. It's coming your way. You're listening to Kankakee Valley Broadcasting's WKVI.
On the way home from the game, a deer jumps in front of your truck. And now you've got to get that truck repaired. Make it easy on yourself. Take it to Mark's Body Shop. Mark's has done expert auto body service since 1998 and will work with you and your insurance provider for collision repair, custom body paint, and insurance work. And all work guaranteed by owner Mark Schell. Mark's Body Shop, proud to support high school sports. 772-7003.
When you grow up on the land, you have an appreciation for it. When you grow up and work on a family farm, on land that is shared by members of a family, all working together as a team, that appreciation grows even more. They know what it's like to work as a team to get the job done. At Lawrence Farms of Knox, Todd and Josh Lawrence and family support the local high school teams and wish them success all through the season.
We thank Farm Fertilizer for sponsoring tonight's broadcast. Call them at 574-867-2441. That's Farm Fertilizer, helping to move the bar on yield and crop investment returns. We go to the second quarter. Mitch Columbia along with sports analyst Terry Minix. We're so glad you joined us the night before Thanksgiving for this historic rivalry. Right back in action, an air ball 3 from the corner. Finds it into Anna Garbison's hands. Her putback is no good, and it hits the top of the backboard. So it will be Knox Lady Redskin ball, as Cadence Qualls has the ball, bringing it across half court. She hesitated there for a second, tried to get it into Rylan Jordan, stolen by the Lady Jays, and here they come. This is number 11, coast to coast. Kaylin Tunis puts up the left-hand layup, and she makes it happen. Huge play for her, coach. She's pretty good.
Yeah, she's got a few steals here. She's 3 steals already in this game.
On the other end of the floor, Cadence Qualls has it in the near corner. The Jays are doing good defensively with their hands up. Anna Garbison on Portland Minix. She drives inside, puts up the shot, and no good. But she is fouled, and she should be going to the line this time. We'll see.
That's on McKinley Dusick, and that should be her second.
Yep. And I think they are going to check her out here. We see a couple of players, one Lady Redskin and one Lady Jay checking in. It's number 52 for the Lady Jays, Gracie Minix, and number 22 for the Lady Redskins, Riley Taylor. Dushak will sit down, and Cadence Qualls will as well. Second free throw from Portland Minix is good. She sank both of them. 13-11, the Lady Jays lead. 7:10 to go here in the first half. Up top, Kaya Burkett, over to Anna Garbison. Little zone here from the Lady Redskins. They're going to come up with a steal almost. Garbison saved it, but threw it away as Ella Fairchild came up with the steal. And here come the Lady Redskins. It's Rylan Jordan, picks up her dribble, over to Ella Fairchild. Into the corner, Riley Taylor inside to Rylan Jordan, who had a little post move, foul on Anna Garbison. And this is, I believe, Rylan's third appearance at the free throw line here.
Yeah, that's going to be Anna Garbison's second foul. We're getting a little bit of foul problems for both teams, actually.
A little scrappy out here the night before Thanksgiving. Families here, brothers and sisters. Everyone wants to show out for the family. They know tomorrow morning it's going to be the talk especially if one side of the family's Knox and the other side's North Judson. I would love to be. I mean, that'd be a fun Thanksgiving. Second free throw from Ryland Jordan. Says me. I'm not from Stark County. Missed second free throw from Ryland Jordan. Stolen back by Riley Taylor. And here come the Lady Redskins. Coast to coast. Riley Taylor makes it happen, and she ties things up. 13-all and a timeout from head coach Whitney Combs. As they want to talk things over, Coach. A little run there by the Knox Lady Redskins. We knew it was coming.
Oh, yeah. They're really doing a pretty decent job on that press that Judson has. The only thing I would do a little different is they're putting all 5 on one side of the floor and trying to break it. I think I would release a couple because you're bringing more players in to able to trap you. You always can flash one. You know, if you got 2 and 1, and when it goes to the middle, you always go opposite. So that's what I would do a little bit different, but you know they're really doing a nice job in handling it. It's 13-13. They had a nice little run.
Yeah, it's feeling good if you're a Knox Redskin fan right now. Especially, it was a tough start to the season. They finally get their first win last Thursday. They've had a little bit of time. 6 days between games in high school basketball is kind of rare, Coach. You usually have a game like within 2 days after another.
Exactly. Usually, 2 games a week anyway, and in some weeks, of course, with the holiday here, it's
Sure.
tough to have more than 2, but usually you always have 2 a week.
So out of the timeout, the Lady Jays will have possession. It's number 11 bringing it across the timeline, Kaylin Tunis. She's done well tonight. She finds it over to Kaya Burkett inside to Gracie Minix. Puts up a shot, no good. Rebounded by Kylie Lehigh. And she gets the put back to go. So now it's 15-13, the Lady Jays lead.
See how they got all 5 on one side,
Yes.
Side of the floor. Just a little tougher to spread out the defense.
The Lady Redskins finally bring it across half court. Riley Taylor kicks it over to Portland Minix, who then gets it up top to Morgan Downs. Still waiting on her to pop off anytime soon. Riley Taylor pops a 3, no good, and rebounded by number 11 of the Lady Jays, Kaylin Tunis. And here comes Kaylin. She's in the near corner. Finds it
Nice
inside.
pass.
Nice dump-off pass to Gracie Minix. She puts up a shot, no good. Rebounded Morgan Downs. And here comes Portland Minix. She crosses the timeline. She has
nice
Kylie
take.
Lehigh on her. Nice little hesitation. And Portland Minix gets the left-hand layup to go. A steal by Riley Taylor on the same side of the floor. She couldn't get the put back to go. Rebounded Reagan Hensley, and here she comes. Stolen almost by Morgan Downs. It stays here, though, with the Lady Jays. It's getting crazy. Back to Reagan Hensley. Pops a 3, top of the key. No good.
Nice box out.
Big
Great
time
box
block out by several Lady Redskins. Ryland Jordan being one of them, and Morgan Downs comes up with the rebound as she brings it across half court. Kicks it over to Portland Minix. 5 minutes to go here in the first half. It's 15-15. It's a tie ball game. Entry pass into the post to Ryland Jordan. Too low, and it goes out of bounds, out of reach. And another turnover for the Knox Lady Redskins.
Tell you, on that last rebound, that's something the coach really loves to see. I mean, they were all boxing out. When the ball hits the floor, you know everybody's doing their job.
It looked good.
It really did.
It looked textbook.
Yep.
As it's
Another
my goodness,
turnover.
stolen by the Knox Lady Redskins on the entry pass. They tried to get it at about half court, and there was a Lady Redskin to get her hand in there. They bring it forward, and then a foul's called on
Hensley.
a Lady J,
It's on
Reagan
Hensley at
Hensley.
first.
So it'll be a sideline out of bounds play for the Lady Redskins. Portland Minix to take it out.
We said it'd be a battle.
It's a war.
15-15, baby.
It's a war. As here is top of the key, Cadence Qualls over to Riley Taylor, now to the corner. This is Ella Fairchild back to Taylor. Nice little move as she faked, drove. I mean, she's quick. Couldn't get the shot from 16 to go. Rebounded Lady Jays, and here's Reagan Hensley. Tried to get an entry pass, almost kicked, but saved. Back up top to Avery Johnston. Oh, nice move by Kaylin Tunis. Couldn't get the layup to go, but rebounded by Gracie Minix, and her putback goes, giving the Lady Jays a 2-point lead, 17-15 here in the second. Riley Taylor gets it over to Portland Minix, who crosses half court. Back to Riley Taylor. Taylor gets it in to Ella Fairchild, who then tried to dump it off to Cadence Qualls. She pops it from 16, no good. Rebounded Riley Taylor for a second chance opportunity. Stolen by the Lady Jays, and Kylie Lehigh has it, and then a foul called out of frustration. I think it may have been on Ella Fairchild. Yep, Ella. Her second. So checking in for the Lady Redskins is Morgan Downs, and Ella Fairchild will take a seat. And here's a sideline out of bounds play for the Lady Jays. They get it into Avery Johnson, takes the pick from Lehigh. Oh, nice. Man, Morgan Downs read it well. She steals it coast to coast, puts up the left-hand layup too hard. And then a whistle is called for a fight on the rebound. And it must have been 20, Cadence Qualls.
It's her second. I think everybody's got 2.
It seems, yeah. Everyone's getting their fair bumps in tonight.
Yes.
Hey, they're going to be talking about it tomorrow, Thanksgiving dinner or lunch. You got to show out tonight. The family's watching. Full court press now from the Lady Redskins as the Lady Jays beat it. It's Avery Johnston with the ball in the near corner. She gets it inside. Nice dump off pass to Gracie Minix, and the turnaround post move works. 19-15, the Lady Jays back up to a 4-point lead. Full court pressure still on from the Lady Jays. Morgan Downs is trapped up top, stolen by number 15 of the Lady Jays, Avery Johnson. Then a foul called on Riley Taylor. Out of frustration there, as this will be an out-of-bounds play underneath their own basket for the Lady Jays. Avery Johnston to take it out.
Well, they got the ball across half court and picked the ball up as soon as they caught half court.
Yeah.
Never anything good comes out of that.
Entry pass up top to Kylie Lehigh,
That's
who then drove
rebound.
inside. Dump off past Avery Johnston, no good. Fight for the rebound. And Kylie Lehigh came up with the rebound and then almost stolen. Last touch by the Lady Redskins. It'll stay here, Lady J ball. A lot of situations here where it goes back and forth on the same possession. As here's Kylie Lehigh getting it into Reagan Hensley coming up on 3 minutes to go. They have a 4-point lead, the Lady Jays. Gracie Minix in the corner, finds it out. Up top, Reagan Hensley back over to Avery Johnston. 3 on the way. No good. Fight for the rebound. Last touched by the Lady Jays. And it will be Redskin ball. And we're going to see Rose Webb finally check back in and Portland Minix take a break. So we'll see how the Lady Redskins react to the full court press. The Lady Jays have obviously been practicing that for quite a while. They look very good at it, Coach.
Yeah. Right here's where they got to release the ball a little quicker.
Threw it right to her. Man, another turnover for the Knox Lady Redskins, and then another turnover for the Lady Jays as they pushed it too fast. And the ball was just too far ahead of the player they were trying to pass forward to, and it goes rolling out of bounds. Stolen back by the Lady Jays and Kylie Lehigh, then stolen back by the Knox Lady Redskins. Here comes Morgan Downs. She's on the other end of the floor. Nice little turnaround post move, no good. Rebounded by Rose Webb. Back up top to Riley Taylor. Entry pass to Rylan Jordan, and she gets the 2 points to go. 19-17. Twos across the board. 2:22 to go in the second. Bringing it across half court for the Lady Jays is number 11, Kaylin Tunis. She has the ball and passes over to Avery Johnston, who brings it back up top. Redskins in that zone. Drives inside, Kaylin Tunis pops it from 16, no good. Rebounded Morgan Downs, and here she comes. Driving inside, nice move, puts up a floater, no good. Rebounded by Ella Fairchild, Cadence Qualls, blocked by Gracie Minix. And here come the Lady Jays. Nice little pass. Oh man, what a play! Reagan Hensley. The assist goes to Kaylin Tunis as she made the play happen. Stolen back by Reagan Hensley, and the Jays have it again. Here comes Tunis driving inside, puts up a layup, no good. Rebounded Morgan Downs and dumped off the Rose Webb. Riley Taylor pushes it forward to Cadence Qualls. She wasn't paying attention, and then a foul's called on Reagan Hensley there. Man, the energy, Coach.
Oh, man. A lot of up and down here. That's why it's 21-17 now.
So Reagan Hensley's going to check out, as well as Gracie Minix. We're going to see McKinley Dushak check back in, as well as number 20 for the North Judson-San Pierre Lady Blue Jays, Bailey Frazier, who you said played for Knox last year.
Played for Knox last year.
Very interesting. Now on the Blue Jays side of the things. Lady Redskins get it in. Now dump inside to Rose Webb. Turnaround post move, no good. Rebounded Anna Garbison, and here come the Lady Jays. It's Avery Johnston, and a reach-in foul is going to be called on Cadence Qualls.
That's her third, I have.
Man, with 1:13 to go in the second, you can't allow her to get into trouble.
Well, when you're 44 feet away from the basket, that's not a real good foul.
Just maybe a little too aggressive.
Right.
As she's going to have to take a seat, and checking in is Ella Fairchild for the Lady Redskins. It's a sideline out-of-bounds play for the Lady Jays. They get it into Avery Johnston. She spins around, top of the key, kicks it over to number 21, Kaya Burkett. She's going to pop a three, top of the key. No good. Fight for the rebound. Ladies are on the floor. And a jump ball is going to be called out of that, and it's in favor of the Knox Lady Redskins.
This is definitely the friendly war we were talking about. I mean, they're going at it. Records don't mean anything.
No, not at all. As Kylie Lehigh is going to check back in, and checking out is number 15, Avery Johnston, the freshman coach. Rylan Jordan with the ball, finds Ella Fairchild on the other side of the floor. Under a minute to go here in the first half. She drives baseline all the way back up top to Riley Taylor, then finds Portland Minix. Minix spins around inside the paint, now back up top to Riley Taylor. She stops at the right elbow, entry pass into Rose Webb, turnaround shot from the post, no good. Fight for the rebound, and they're calling an over the back on Rylan Jordan, and I think head coach James Adcock wants an explanation. You see his hands in the air. He's not real sure why that was an over the back call. From his angle, it didn't look like it, but from our angle, I think it was over the back as well.
I mean, there's verticality, and the thing is she was leaning on her back.
Yeah, you see him getting an explanation right now from one of the officials, as on the other end of the floor, shooting two is Bailey Frazier. She sinks the first of two, making it 22-17 here. 38.6 seconds to go. Stick around for the Standard Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning halftime show, where Terry Minix and myself will break down this first half, as the second free throw is no good, but the Lady Jays still come up with it. Man, 22-17, 30 seconds to go here in the first half. It's number 21, Kaya Burkett with the ball. Now number 20, Bailey Frazier from the right elbow. No good. Fight for the rebound. Anna Garbison almost came up with it, and a foul's called on, I think, Ella Fairchild. That's going to put Anna Garbison at the line, Coach.
Yeah, that's going to be her third foul as well. Like I said, they're getting in themselves in some big foul issues.
So Garbison is at the line. We remember Anna Garbison from last year had very good minutes for this Lady J team. Garbison is a senior this year, Coach. Time flies as her first free throw is up, away, and no good. But as a junior last year, I thought she complimented Sophia Frazier quite well, and maybe as a senior she steps up and becomes one of the main leaders on this Lady J team. Second free throw, no good. Fight for the rebound, Kylie Lehigh almost came up with it, but she threw it right to Portland Minix. So now we have a whistle as Portland brings it across half court. Yeah, Kylie Lehigh came up with it, threw it right to Portland Minix, so an unfortunate turnover. So now on the other end of the floor, Portland Minix gets fouled, and she's going to go to the line for two. It stops the clock at 16 seconds even.
It's McKinley's third foul.
Yeah, Dushak is called on the foul as Portland Minix makes the first of two. 22-18 now. The nest is packed here in North Judson. If you're tuning in and you're in the area, you need to get here for this annual tradition, the night before Thanksgiving battle between Knox and North Judson-San Pierre. Bringing it across half court is Kaya Burkett. She dumps it off to number 5, Grace Craig. No good from 14. Fight for the rebound. The Lady Redskins came up with it, and a foul is going to be called on Bailey Frazier, I assume, here. Yep. So this is going to put the Lady Redskins at the line, where it's only been 16 seconds. They've been able to pull maybe potentially 4 points on the board in the last 10 seconds due to free throws, Coach.
And, they're getting while the clock is stopped, but I'm telling you, I think these fouls are going to come into play here. A lot of them getting 3 fouls already.
And then Minix gets the first of two, making it a 2-point ball game. Now she has an opportunity.
5 of 5 from the line.
Good for her. Second free throw, 6 for 6 now.
That's what your mama always said, make them free throws, right?
You never miss them. 22-21, last 3 seconds. They get it over to Kaya Burkett. She's going to have to shoot, but not in time, as that's the end of the first half. My goodness, it was close to, a 4-point game just a few moments ago. It's now a 1-point ball game. The Lady Jays lead 22-21 over the Lady Redskins of Knox. We are going to take a break and come back for the Standard Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning halftime show. For sports analyst Terry Minix, I'm Mitch Columbi. You're listening to Kankakee Valley Broadcasting's WKVI.
At First Farmers Bank and Trust, we know while harvest may be wrapping up, the work is not done. Taking care of livestock, maintaining equipment, planning for the next season, and managing financials keeps farmers and farm families busy throughout the holidays. Laying the groundwork for a successful 2024 means next year's laborers will reap higher rewards. I'm Isaac Blue, Ag Banker at First Farmers Bank and Trust. When you're ready to make a plan for next year's financial success, come into our branch in North Judson, Knox, or Culver, or visit ffbt.com to learn more. First Farmers Bank and Trust, member FDIC.
In 49 other states, it's just basketball. But this is Indiana. Stay tuned for more in-game action with Mitch Columbi on Kankakee Valley Broadcasting's WKVI.
BP gasoline with Invigorate helps clean your engine and can give you more miles per tank. Continuous use may result in the following pleasant side effects: excessive smiling, feeling more relaxed, taking more drives just because, volunteering for carpool twice in a row, and bragging to your friends about how you use our best fuel ever. To find out if BP gasoline with Invigorate is right for you, stop by your local station to discover our best fuel ever. Versus minimum detergent gas. Average restored 3 to 5 miles per tank, based on fleet testing and based on what you drive and how you drive.
High school sports brought to you by Zingo Express.
Welcome to the Standard Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning halftime show on Kankakee Valley Broadcasting's WKVI. Here's Mitch Columbi.
22-21's the score here at the Standard Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning halftime show. I'm Mitch Columbi. The tradition continues here on Kankakee Valley Broadcasting as WKVI will always be there. The Lady Jays in control for now. The Lady Redskins had a little bit of a run there, Coach. I think you're right. Free throws and fouls are going to come into play here.
It definitely will. I mean, the Redskins have 3 players with 3 fouls, and the Blue Jays have 1 with 3. We shot a lot more free throws in that half, and I think the refs really wanted to shoot. When you get to 5 fouls and start shooting 2, but I thought they did Knox did a really nice job of breaking the press. And then there was times they just got there and they were content with just breaking the press as opposed to just attacking after you got down the floor. They held it up and let them trap up again in the half-court set. But for the most part, they did a really nice job.
Well, and I think the full court pressure from the Lady Jays helped them get that start in the first quarter. But now you kind of see the Redskins, they're adapting to it. They're still not, they don't have it to perfection. They're not beating the press to perfection by any means.
No.
But they're adapting to it, and they're finding ways to beat that full court press to get it to the other end of the court.
But it seems like a lot of the fouls they're getting are just from the hustle, whether it's off a rebound or something, and they're all going for it. It's not like they're getting them from attacking the basket. They've got a couple on some putbacks where they were able to get a foul when they got the rebound, but they needed more of attacking the basket once you break the press. You already got them chasing you coming up the back side of you. You've got to make sure you've got the advantage. It's advantage, disadvantage. At that point, when you break it, you should have the advantage. So you attack, and especially when the other team has 5 fouls, you're going to be shooting 2 free throws.
Man, it was a lot of fun that first half, and I don't want this night to end.
Well, I mean, again, we're used to, the boy-girl doubleheader, so we would be doing this game and then sticking around and watching the boys do the same thing.
Well, we didn't even get to do it last year. I've been chomping at the bit to try to do that game, and the boys' football teams are so gosh darn good.
Yeah. Well, it's like I said, I think our communities really like that. So we just got to maybe move Thanksgiving back a little bit.
But yeah, I wish we could. No kidding. Well, we thank Farm Fertilizer for sponsoring tonight's broadcast. Call them at 574-867-2441. That's Farm Fertilizer, helping to move the bar on yield and crop investment returns. Mark's Body Shop in Knox is also proud to be part of the broadcast this evening. If you ever need collision repair, contact Mark Mark at 574-772-7003. Mark shared with me that they are hiring. Get your applications ready and turned in for consideration at Mark's Body Shop in Knox. Happy Thanksgiving to you and your family, Mark, as this is the Standard Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning halftime show. They are helping continue. What are you eating over there?
Not turkey.
He's got a little turkey,
No,
little gravy.
That's a cough drop.
What's your favorite Thanksgiving dish, Coach? I got to know.
Just food in general. I mean, for me, it's more about the family time. I'll be honest with you.
Gosh,
that's the old age in me. But, as far as food, I guess it's my mom's chicken and dumplings. I guess that is that's my favorite. It's kind of the hillbilly that I am.
Oh, don't say that. You're not a hillbilly.
Oh, yes, I am. I'm from Syersville, and I'm proud of it, baby.
Well, I'm excited for my dad's noodles. Oh, man, they are so good. And the mashed potatoes, the gravy, my mom's corn casserole. I love the corn casserole.
That's all starch you've been talking about.
Well,
remember, you were getting on the
I told you,
you were getting on the treadmill.
Yeah,
and
I've been walking, getting prepared for it on Thursday.
Okay.
I started on Monday. We went Tuesday, now Wednesday. I should be good to go for tomorrow, right? Get a little extra room, maybe.
Well, maybe
pull back on the gravy a little bit.
And then next week that treadmill will become the hanging from your clothes next week again.
Are you going to go? Yeah, no kidding. Well, as I said, Standard Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning is helping continue this wonderful tradition on KVB's WKVI. If you are uncomfortable in your home, give third-generation owner Brian Hammond a call at 574-936-4660, serving the local area since 1936. Happy Thanksgiving to you and your family, Brian. I hope you are enjoying your Thanksgiving Eve as we are going to continue your Standard Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning halftime show. For sports analyst Terry Minix, I'm Mitch Columbi. Stay tuned. More chat after this.
Since 1936, Standard Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning have always taken pride in doing the job right. Third-generation owner Brian Hammond and his family have always set the standard when it comes to taking care of all your heating and cooling needs. Making your home a comfortable home is the absolute top priority. If you are uncomfortable in your home, give them a call at 574-936-4660. Follow them on Facebook. Let Standard Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning help you take control of your comfort.
The key to high-yielding crops is accurate and dependable soil testing. This is Andy Awald of Farm Fertilizers and Seeds. Having the right information to make the most profitable fertility decisions is what Image Services from Farm Fertilizers and Seeds is all about. We combine cutting-edge technology and computerized record-keeping with a common-sense approach to soil sampling and fertilizer recommendations. Whether it be by management zone for field-level applications or grid-based for variable rate applications, count on Image Services by Farm Fertilizers and Seeds for your soil service needs this fall.
Today's broadcast is brought to you in part by Culver's Portside Marina. They can make sure your boat is ready for the winter. If you need help storing or winterizing your watercraft, contact Culver's Portside Marina at 574-842-5000. Stop by and discover the evolution of the wake boat through luxury models offered from Centurion and Supreme Surf Boats. We appreciate them and their support toward helping continue the tradition. Happy Thanksgiving to Culver's Portside Marina and crew as the Standard Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning halftime show continues 22-21. The Lady Jays lead the Lady Redskins.
In 49 other states, it's just basketball. But this is Indiana. Stay tuned for more in-game action with Mitch Columbi on Kankakee Valley Broadcasting's WKVI.
Culver's Portside Marina handles all water and recreational needs. When it comes to pontoons, Godfrey leads the industry in performance and quality, and Portside Marina has them in stock. From Sanpan, Aqua Patio, Sweetwater, and Monaco pontoons, if you're looking for a family boat, Culver's Portside Marina can help. Discover the evolution of the wake boat through luxury models offered from Centurion and Supreme Surf Boats. Yamaha Wave Runners and Kawasaki jet skis are on the showroom floor waiting. Located at 514 West Mill Street in Culver. Stop in or call them at 574-842-5000. Culver's Portside Marina.
Web Printing and JT Shirt Shack in Winamac is proud to be part of the broadcast this evening. Web Printing and JT Shirt Shack provides all your printing, screen printing, apparel, and embroidery needs. Call 574-946-3551 and ask for Tina if you want to look cool like the KVB crew. We appreciate them and their support toward helping continue the tradition. Standard Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning halftime show coming to a close. Mitch Columbia along with sports analyst Terry Minix. Terry, your keys to the second half. I was getting the words out of my head. What's your keys to the second half for Knox and North Judson?
It's going to be the same. The big thing is they got to be a little less aggressive just because of the foul issues that Knox has. So they're going to have to be a little less aggressive, but attack, but in a smart way. As far as the Jays, just keep doing what you're doing. You got to get better shots off. I think they've forced some bad shots like that one.
Sure. Yeah.
And that's not really what they need at this point.
Yeah, tough shot there by the Lady Jays. As we're back in action, I'm still adjusting to the halftime. Football's a lot longer than that. So basketball halftime a lot quicker, but here on the other end of the floor, it's going to be kicked by a Lady J. We'll see what they call. It looks like both officials didn't get a good angle on it. They're going to keep it.
You know, I just noticed something on the scoreboard, Mitch. It says Lady Jays, and then the other side says guest. Doesn't even say Knox.
Well, you know that was on purpose. Why would you take the time to spell Knox?
There's less letters.
Right? Exactly. you go extra to spell guest. Oh, the rivalry. I love it. I love it between these two teams as it's an out-of-bounds play for the Knox Lady Redskins. Up top to Morgan Downs. Finds its way over to Ella Fairchild, and a blocking foul's called on the Lady Jays. And you saw Athletic Director Michael Sarkozy say, hey, that was off the thigh of a Lady Redskin. That should be Lady J ball. I love the intensity. Everyone in the whole gym is like that. I just love it on both the Knox side and the Blue Jay side. It's so cool to see it in action.
They actually called that foul on Reagan Hensley, and that's her third.
So just like you were talking about at the halftime break, that's going to be an issue for both teams here as Morgan Downs has the ball from the out-of-bounds play. She almost lost it, hits the deck hard, gets it over to Ella Fairchild, who then finds it over to Rylan Jordan. Inside to Rose Webb, double team, nothing there. Now Rylan driving baseline, spins around, pops it from 17. No good, and rebounded Kylie Lehigh. 22-21, 7 minutes to go here in the third quarter. The Lady Jays lead. Lehigh picks up her dribble in the far corner. Back up top, this is Kaylin Tunis spinning around. Blocked shot by Rose Webb. Good hands from her. And here comes Morgan Downs bringing it across the timeline. The Lady Jays are not in a full court pressure here. They are backing off. Avery Johnston on Morgan Downs up top. Man-to-man situation here. Cadence Qualls driving baseline. Picks up her dribble back up top. Rylan Jordan pops a three. Top of the key. No good. Rebounded Kylie Lehigh. And here come the Lady Jays. Oh, my goodness. She's going to lose it. Stolen by the Lady Redskins. Almost stolen back by the Lady Jays. It goes out of bounds, and it will stay Lady Redskin ball.
No, I think it's the Jays ball.
Oh, Lady Jays ball, excuse me. So last touch by the Lady Redskins. The Lady Jays get very lucky here as they are going to inbounds to Avery Johnston, who brings it across half court. She's got Ella Fairchild on her. Picks up her dribble inside to Kylie Lehigh. Post move, picks up her dribble. Now she's doubled, in trouble. Tries to throw it off the leg of a Lady Redskin, but no, they are calling a foul.
Bailed her out, I think.
And head coach James Adcock is saying exactly what you're talking about. He is trying to find out what they're going to call here.
Obviously against the Redskins.
Yep. And then there's a timeout on the floor, the Lady Jays.
Wait, I think he didn't signal a foul, so obviously he's saying they called a timeout. He did not signal a foul, which I didn't see.
So no foul.
No foul. There's a timeout by the Jays. That's their second.
Well, you know, we were talking about this last week, or maybe it was the week before. You know, the officials have got to dust off the cobwebs themselves, too. You know, getting back into the swing of things, getting into shape, getting ready for the season. It's still early, even though this is 3 weeks in, or this is the fourth week for girls basketball. It's still getting back into the swing of things.
Right.
So this will be an out-of-bounds play underneath their own basket for the Lady Jays of North Judson-San Pierre. Avery Johnston to take it out. She gets it up top to Kylie Lehigh. who then finds it over to Kaylin Tunis, almost stolen by Morgan Downs, but they save it into the corner to Avery Johnston. Back up top, Kylie Lehigh, 3 on the way. No good. Rebounded Rose Webb.
Box out.
And then a jump ball called. It will stay with the Lady Redskins here, as Rylan Jordan will take it out. The full court pressure is back from the Lady Jays. Jordan gets it into Morgan Downs. Back to Jordan. Jordan up to Portland Minix, Minix back to Jordan. They're going to have to hurry up here. Portland Minix, they finally get it across half court. Minix up top, inside to Rose Webb at the free throw line. She dribbles, kicks it over to Ella Fairchild. Now back into Rose Webb. Turnaround shot from the post, no good. Rebounded by Kaya Burkett for the Lady Jays, and here comes Burkett. She brings it across the timeline. She's got the ball. Moves Ella Fairchild out of her way. Finds Anna Garbus into the corner for 3. No good. Rebounded by Kaylin Tunis. It rolled right to her. She drives inside. Couldn't get the layup to go, but she's fouled from behind, and she will go to the line to shoot 2, Coach.
Nice job of attacking the basket. That foul's going to be on Rose Webb. Her third. So the Redskins have 1, 2, 3 with 3 fouls.
Sticky situation
and the Jays
here.
have 2.
Yeah, with 5:25 to go in the third, a sticky situation. As checking in for the Lady Redskins is Cadence Qualls, and checking out is Portland Minix here with 5:25 to go. It's still a 1-point ball game. First free throw was missed. Second is on the way, and it is no good. Too hard. Back iron. Rebounded Ella Fairchild. 1-point ball game here in this historic rivalry. Morgan Downs brings it across half court. She's in the far corner. Back up top, Ella Fairchild. Thought about a 3, but no. Over to Cadence Qualls from 17. Right elbow, and she gets it to go. The Lady Redskins take the lead. 23-22. It's been a while since they have. Maybe the first quarter. As here is a steal on the other end of the floor by the Knox Lady Redskins, and they have possession. 23-22, the Knox Lady Redskins lead. Ella Fairchild with the ball, finds it over to Morgan Downs, fakes the 3, driving baseline, spins around, puts up a shot from 13, no good, rebounded by Avery Johnston. And here come the Lady Jays. She's pushing it forward, coast to coast, picks up her dribble, and then a foul called on Ella Fairchild, and head coach James Adcock's wanting the push off, but they're not giving it to him.
It's going to be her 4th.
Man, that is a tight situation, and you can hear the fans disagreeing with that call, as Ella's going to have to take a seat.
Well, the fans in red are the ones disagreeing.
Yeah,
with
I should
the call.
say that, not the Jays
not
fans.
Not the Blues.
Oh, big time 3 in the corner by Kaya Burkett. The Jays take the lead back, 25-23 with 4:30 to go in the third. We are in for a good one tonight, folks. Cadence Qualls, top of the key, over to Morgan Downs, inside to Rylan Jordan, drives inside, puts up the shot, no good. Head coach James Adcock wanted a foul, nothing called. They finally blow the whistle. I'm not sure if it's on the shot or the floor.
Oh, that was a late call. They did give him the foul.
But not in the act of shooting on the floor.
Yeah. That's on Garbison. That's her 3rd.
Gee whiz. So it's an out-of-bounds play underneath their own basket for the Knox Lady Redskins. Portland Minix to take it out. Up top, this is Rylan Jordan. Back to Portland in the corner. Now she's driving inside. At the free throw line, back to Morgan Downs. She drives in at the right elbow, inside to Rose Webb. Turn around from the post. They're doubling down.
Yeah, if that's Garbison, that's going to be her 4th.
It is.
It is.
Oh, my goodness. Oh, man. Both teams are having foul issues here, as Garbison's going to have to check out with 4. No. Yeah. They definitely want her out of there.
I'm thinking these 3 officials don't have any long drive, because they don't care how long they're here.
Into Morgan Downs from 17 out of the out-of-bounds play. No good. Rebounded Cadence Qualls. Back to Morgan. Deep 3. Top of the key. Can't get it to go. Rebounded by the Lady Redskins. Rose Webb back to Portland Minix. She pops a 3 and splash. Big time 3. Portland Minix. The Lady Redskins take back the lead, 26-25. And on the other end of the floor, it's Kaylin Tunis putting up a layup. No good, but she's fouled, and she will go to the line.
That's on Rose Webb. That is her 4th.
Ball rolled right to Harold Welter. He's giving me a thumbs up there. He had a nice little chest pass there, Coach.
He still got it.
Still got it. Of course, Harold Welter's here, part of the Sherilyn Welter Foundation, getting a jump start on Giving Tuesday. If you are here listening to us, make sure to stop by and see Harold at the booth out front, as they are taking, of course, any donations that you are willing to offer for the Giving Tuesday. I just wanted to make that announcement for the Sherilyn Welter Foundation is here in the nest, as tying it up at the free throw line are the Lady Jays, making it 26-26 now. They missed the first, hit the second, I think. Morgan Downs on the other end of the court now, driving inside,
Nice
puts
take.
up a layup, no good.
So it's on the floor?
And it is on the floor. 10, Kylie Lehigh.
They give
Her
to Lehigh,
first,
her
yeah.
first.
Not a bad one to get there for Lehigh. As an out-of-bounds play underneath her own basket for the Knox Lady Redskins. Portland Minix to take it out. Oh, man, she misread Morgan Downs. Morgan flashed to the corner. She thought she was going to flash to the extended wing, and it just overthrown and went right out of bounds. So another turnover for the Knox Lady Redskins. As, oh, my goodness, it's going to be a turnover. No? I thought it hit it.
Maybe we know why I haven't seen this.
It is a turnover. The Lady Jays tried to get it in, and it went right off the shin of a Lady J, so it's a turnover for the Lady Jays. The Lady Redskins are going to get a possession out of this. Portland Minix, oh, man, they threw it away. Oh, man. So they threw it away off the inbounds pass, and here comes number 11, Kaylin Tunis for the Lady Jays into the corner. Kylie Lehigh now inside. Gracie Minix, turnaround shot from the post, no good. Fight for the rebound. Cadence Qualls comes up with it. She gets it over to Morgan Downs and back to Portland Minix to take their time. 3:10 to go here in the third. 26-26. We got a barn burner inside. Cadence Qualls for the layup. Right-handed. 28-26. Knox takes the lead. Avery Johnston breaks the half court. Up to Kaylin Tunis, inside to Gracie Minix for the turnaround left-handed layup. Nice little post move there by Gracie.
Back and forth we go.
28-28. Cadence Qualls finds Portland Minix up to Morgan Downs across half court. Downs back up top to Rylan Jordan. Jordan over to Portland Minix. She's got Kaya Burkett on her. Man-to-man defense from the Lady Jays. Nice entry pass to number 23. Elise Wolf, the sophomore, gets the layup to go. 30-28. They're trading buckets as Kaya Burkett takes it coast to coast and gets fouled on the inside. I think that's on Elise Wolf, Coach.
I think that's who they're giving it to. Yep.
So this makes it an out-of-bounds play underneath the Lady Jays basket, as Avery Johnston will take it out. She finds to the far corner. Kaylin Tunis pops a three! Splash! Big time three! Kaylin Tunis, 31-30. And then a full court pressure situation. Almost had Kylie Lehigh come up with the steal, but it goes off her shin and it'll stay Lady Redskin ball. They get it in to Cadence Qualls, who crosses half court. Now she's driving inside, picks up her dribble, ran in to number 52, Gracie Minix. No foul called. She's had her feet planted, and then they call a jump ball right after that, and it will be Lady J basketball. So an unfortunate turnover for the Lady Redskins of Knox here.
That's that thing where they have to slow down a little bit, getting a little excited. You still got a whole another quarter and 2 minutes to go in this quarter. Nice
inside to Kylie Lehigh, no good. Rebounded Gracie Minix. Her putback is no good. And then a fight for the rebound. It's a jump ball, and it will be Knox Lady Redskin basketball. Unofficially, I have 20 turnovers for the Lady Jays and 16 for the Lady Redskins. Unofficially. The Lady Redskins still facing that full court pressure from the Lady Jays as it's Rylan Jordan bringing it across half court. She kicks it over to Cadence Qualls, looking inside, nothing there. Back up top to Portland Minix. Minix at the top of the key. She's got Kaya Burkett on her. Hands off, Cadence Qualls back to Morgan Downs. Thought about a three, but no. Fakes it, drives inside, puts up a layup, no good, but she's fouled.
I think Gracie's going to get that one.
Yeah, Gracie had her hands up high as if to say, I had my hands straight up, but no, they're going to call the foul on her. So at the line shooting 2 is Morgan Downs. She's a very good free throw shooter as she makes the first of 2. A very good shooter in general, for that fact. I'm just waiting on her to pop off, Coach.
Yeah, that's her first point of the night.
That is not like her. As her second free throw's on the way, no good off the front iron. Rebounded Kylie Lehigh, and here come the Lady Jays. It's Kaya Burkett with the ball, crossing the timeline. Back over to Avery Johnston. Johnston back up top. This is Gracie Minix. Big time 3. No good. Too hard off the glass. Rebounded by the Lady Redskins. Stolen back by Avery Johnston, and she gets the and one to go. Oh! 33-31 here in the Nest. As Avery Johnston on the hustle play gets the steal.
The foul was on Portland Minix. That's her third. Both teams have 5 fouls, so we're shooting free throws the rest of this quarter.
The three-point opportunity is no good, but rebounded by Gracie Minix, and she gets the putback to go. Oh, man. 4-point swing, 35-31. The Lady Jays lead. Under a minute to go in the third. It's Morgan Downs bringing it baseline, back up top. It's Cadence Qualls.
Nice
entry pass into Ryland Jordan. No good on the layup. Rebounded inside by number 23 for the Knox Lady Redskins, Elise Wolf. No good. Rebounded by Kylie Lehigh. And here come the Lady Jays. She brings it across half court. Drives baseline, picks up her dribble in the far side corner. Now to Kaya Burkett, inside to Gracie Minix. Puts up the layup, no good. Rebounded Ryland Jordan. Last 28 seconds here. Portland Minix to bring it across half court. Minix, Kaya Burkett on her. Nice little hezzy, drives baseline. And there's the foul. Head coach James Adcock has been pleading about all night long. He finally gets it as this puts Portland Minix at the line.
That's on Kaya Burkett. That's her. Kaya Burkett, that's her first. 2 free throws for Portland. She's done a little bit of everything tonight. She's having a really nice game.
First of 2 is good from Portland. Zingo Express of Knox is a proud sponsor of tonight's action. Stop by Zingo Express in Knox and fuel up both you and your vehicle the Zingo Express way. Happy Thanksgiving to the Zingo Express family. As it's a second free throw miss by Portland Minix, and here comes Avery Johnston over to Kylie Lehigh. Back to Johnston, top of the key. Thought about a 3, but no. Over to Lehigh, big time 3, extended wing, no good. Fight for the rebound. Guess who? It's the Lady Jays. Kaylin Tunis back to Johnston, top of the key. 3, air ball, and it goes out of bounds. Stopping the clock at 0.6 seconds here in the third. It's going to be have to heave here.
Yeah, they're not going to get a shot off
gets
here.
it into Portland. And she's just going to dribble it out, as that will be the end of the third quarter, 35-32. We take a break and continue this madness the night before Thanksgiving. Battle between the Knox Redskins and the North Judson-San Pierre Blue Jays. A game nobody misses in this area. We'll be back after this.
At First Farmers Bank and Trust, we know while harvest may be wrapping up, the work is not done. Taking care of livestock, maintaining equipment, planning for the next season, and managing financials keeps farmers and farm families busy throughout the holidays. Laying the groundwork for a successful 2024 means next year's laborers will reap higher rewards. I'm Isaac Blue, Ag Banker at First Farmers Bank and Trust. When you're ready to make a plan for next year's financial success, come into our branch in North Judson, Knox, or Culver, or visit ffbt.com to learn more. First Farmers Bank and Trust, member FDIC.
Hey folks, Auto Park Fort LaPorte has got some news for you. We now have the largest selection of pre-owned vehicles in LaPorte County. So if you're in the market, come and check us out because right now is the best time to trade in your current vehicle. Not interested in purchasing a vehicle? That's okay. We'll buy yours even if you don't buy ours. Not currently in the market, but your car needs serviced? Come check out our newly renovated service department and let them take care of all your service needs. And remember, we're not just an auto dealer, we're an auto park.
Back in the nest, Mitch Columbia along with sports analyst Terry Minix. We go to the fourth quarter, 35-32. The Lady Jays of North Judson-San Pierre lead the Lady Redskins as we are back in action. Reagan Hensley inside, travel called. and it'll be another turnover for the Lady Jays. We're so glad you've joined us. Happy Thanksgiving to everyone tuning in. We hope you're enjoying your holiday break wherever you are throughout the world on 99.3 FM and WKVI.com. On the other end of the floor after the turnover, it's Portland Minix getting it over to Cadence Qualls. She's looking inside to Rylan Jordan, nothing there. Great defense from Gracie Minix. Cadence picks up her dribble, cross-court pass to Portland, fakes the shot, drives inside, puts it up, and a foul's called on Kylie Lehigh, Coach.
So who they're giving it to, Kylie. That's going to be her second.
So Portland Minix at the line, as we just said just a few moments ago. She has done a little bit of everything tonight.
Yeah, she's 7 of 8 from the line.
Misses the first of 2. You jinxed her.
I know. I just waited.
Portland at the line, second of 2, and it is good. 35-33, 2-point ball game. The Lady Jays lead. In this historic rivalry, nobody misses the night before Thanksgiving. It's Avery Johnston bringing it across the half court. Finds Kylie Lehigh. Entry pass. Nice post move from Gracie Minix. And she gets the turnaround shot to go. 37-33, stolen by Kylie Lehigh. Puts the layup up and she gets it to go. Oh, man. 39-33. On the other end of the floor, the Redskins have possession. Over to Morgan Downs, almost there, no good, and rebounded by the Lady Jays. And here comes Avery Johnston, and a foul's called on Morgan Downs.
That's only on Morgan's first.
And head coach James Adcock is going to take a full timeout here, as tonight's broadcast is brought to you by Nepco Crane and Equipment Services, specializing in mobile crane service. Call Jois Nepp at 1-800-590-2272 for all your residential, commercial, and agricultural crane needs. I'll see you Friday, Jois. Collins Insurance is part of the broadcast, taking care of all your insurance needs. Jim Collins told me to tell you, call him anytime at 574-772-6844. That's Collins Insurance, supporting local high school sports. Happy Thanksgiving to you and your family, Jim. We also thank the Stark County Co-op, your local agricultural cooperative that offers an array of service and support, including grain, agronomy, seed, fuel, and LP Petroleum. Call 574-867-2411 to contact the Stark County Co-op. Happy Thanksgiving to the Stark County Co-op family. And finally, today's broadcast is brought to you in part by 5 Star. We thank them for supporting local high school sports and remind you to shop local. That's 5 Star. Where's it at, Coach?
In the Knox Mall.
Happy Thanksgiving to Rick Rabb and his family. As always, appreciate a chance when I get to have an opportunity to talk with him over at 5 Star. Great place to do your grocery shopping. Boy, you made some good steaks from 5 Star.
There you go.
That was delicious that one weekend, Coach. As here's Reagan Hensley out of the timeout, over to Avery Johnston. Couldn't get the 3 to go. Rebounded by Kylie Lehigh. Put back no good. Rebounded Kylie. Put back no good, but she's fouled, and she will go to the line for 2. You're up 6 points. You're going to the line for 2 with 6:35 to go. Do you feel good?
No, you don't feel good in this type of game, but Kylie Lehigh has 13 rebounds by my unofficial stats.
Well, and she's been in there. And has been very good for the Lady Jays. She's come up with, how many steals does she have?
Kylie has 3 steals.
3 steals. She's gotten in there, making things happen. She makes the first of 2 free throws, making it 40-33, a 7-point ball game. It hasn't been this big of a lead, I don't think, at all yet tonight.
No, this is one of the biggest leads.
Second free throw, no good. Rebounded by Portland Minix for the Lady Redskins, and here they come. Full court pressure is on from the Lady Jays. I think that's helped them throughout this entire game. Minix finally gets it over to Ella Fairchild across half court, then dumps it over to Morgan Downs. Downs with the ball, fakes, drives inside, back out to Portland. Big time 3 on the way. No good. Rebounded Reagan Hensley, and here come the Lady Jays. 6:10 to go. Reagan drives inside, puts up a left-hand layup, no good. Rebounded Kylie Lehigh. Her putback, no good. Rebounded by Reagan Hensley, and her and one goes. Oh! 42-33, the Lady Jays take a 9-point lead, and Reagan Hensley goes to the line to make it a 10-point lead. Big swing here, as the Knox Lady Redskins are going to have Nora Stone check in for the first time tonight, and Rose Webb will check out. That was a fast 9 points, Coach.
Oh, yeah. They're getting a little more aggressive.
Missed the and one opportunity. Rebounded by the Lady Redskins. And a fight for the rebound. The Lady Jays come up with it. It's Reagan Hensley on the floor. She finds it over to Kylie Lehigh. Back to Reagan. Reagan fakes the shot, drives inside, picks up her dribble. Back to number 30 for big-time three. McKinley Dushak, no good. And rebounded inside by the Knox Lady Redskins. Nora Stone checks in, and she has been welcomed to the battle very quickly, Coach.
She's a freshman. She's doing a nice job in there.
She had to fight for the rebound. It was stolen from her. Then the second rebound she got, the Lady Redskins keep it here. Stolen by who else? Kylie Lehigh on the inbounds pass. Over to Avery Johnston. Back over to Gracie Minix. Then Reagan Hensley for three. No good. Rebounded by Gracie Minix on the inside. Dump off pass to number 30, McKinley Dushak. And then a foul's called. Oh, my goodness. And then a little rough house action afterwards between her and Ella Fairchild.
I tell you what, if I was Coach Combs, I think I would be calling a timeout now. They're taking some kind of ill-advised shots right now. When you've got a 9-point lead and you're still standing out there banging threes.
It's, oh, my goodness.
And not real good threes either.
Stolen again by the Lady Jays. Avery Johnston got in there. My goodness. As now a whistle. The Lady Redskins have had several turnovers in the last few moments here. That last turnover, for me, unofficially tied them up with the Lady Jays.
It's going to be her fifth foul.
And that is going to be
Ella Fairchild's fifth foul.
Ella Fairchild's fifth foul. She's going to have to sit the rest of the game out. But both teams unofficially I have down for 21 turnovers. Several of them came from the Knox Lady Redskins here in the last minute. At least three.
It's Portland.
So Portland Minix is going to check in for Ella Fairchild as her night comes to a close. Tough situation as she hits the bench. She's not very happy with herself as now here's an entry pass to Reagan Hensley for three. No good. Rebounded by Gracie Minix. No good. On the putback and rebounded by number 10 of the Knox Lady Redskins, Presley Messer, who checked in. And now here's Morgan Downs, coast to coast, puts up the right-handed layup. Couldn't get it to go, but she's fouled by Gracie Minix.
It's going to be Gracie's second. Oh, I got three. I must have missed one. See? Unofficial.
I'm getting hungry, Coach.
Need a mint?
As Morgan Downs makes the first of two here. 42-34. The North Judson-San Pierre Lady Blue Jays lead as Gracie Minix will check out, and checking in is Kaylin Tunis. So here's the second free throw for Morgan Downs here. And it is good.
Like I said, I think they're settling for threes down here, and the next foul on Knox, you're going to be shooting two free throws. So just relax, attack the basket, take good shots.
Kylie Lehigh drives inside, puts up a layup, no good. Rebounded by McKinley Dushak. Her putback's no good. Rebounded by the Lady Redskins, but it's stolen by Reagan Hensley. She puts up a layup, no good, but she's fouled and she'll go to the line. Boy, the Lady Redskins just kind of let this one get away from them there, and they were just turning the ball over here in the last couple minutes here, Coach. It's really been detrimental.
Yes, it has. Kind of the pressure getting to them right now.
As Reagan Hensley misses the first of two free throws, it's 42-35 here in the nest of North Judson-San Pierre. Sports analyst Terry Minix and Mitch Columbi with you. So glad you joined us the night before Thanksgiving for our annual broadcast right here before the day of Thanksgiving. We're so glad we could bring you this type of action tonight, as the second free throw is good, making it 43-35, an 8-point ball game. As full court press from the Lady Jays is still on. The Redskins are trying to beat it. It's number 10, Presley Messer with the ball, and she turns it over. Stolen by the Lady Jays. Put the shot up by Reagan Hensley. No good. Rebounded by Kylie Lehigh. And then a fight for the rebound has Cadence Qualls on the floor. Jump ball call that stays here, Lady J basketball.
Well, like I said, I just think the Jays need to just settle down a little bit, just attack the basket, pass the ball around, let the clock be your friend. Don't shoot the three unless you know what's going in.
They get it inside to number 30, McKinley Dushak. Puts up a shot, no good. Fight for the rebound, has a jump ball called, and that is pointing in favor for the Knox Lady Redskins. So here comes Cadence Qualls. Picks up her dribble, back to Portland Minix, who then brings it across half court. Then to the corner, Morgan Downs fakes the three, back out to Portland. Here's a three from her on the way. Big time three by Portland Minix, and she makes it count.
That's her third three of the night.
43.
They need a few more of them.
Yes, she does. 43-38. As now a kick ball goes out of bounds. It'll stay here. Lady J basketball. Reagan Hensley gets it into Avery Johnston. Johnson at the volleyball line. Oh, nice cut by Reagan Hensley. Puts up the layup, no good. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by the Lady Jays. It will be Lady Redskin basketball.
That wasn't, that's bad. She was attacking the basket. She's got to go, maybe one more dribble, and I think she'd have been better off there. But that was a good job of at least attacking and not settling for a three.
Riley Taylor is going to check in for the Knox Lady Redskins, and Presley Messer will check out. As the Lady Redskins get it in, here's Cadence Qualls bringing it across half court. Stolen by Reagan Hensley. My goodness. Here comes Reagan up to Kylie Lehigh. Spinning around, and a foul's called on the floor. You're right. Taylor. They must not live far away, Coach.
Just saying.
So Kylie Lehigh will go to the line to shoot two here.
She's 1 for 2 for the night.
First of two is in and out. Right around the rim and no good. Hey, stop by Papa Farm Pizza after the game for fresh ingredients that separates their pizza from any others. That's Papa Farm Pizza, downtown Knox. Call 574-772-5888 to place your order now. Second free throw from Lehigh is no good. Rebounded Morgan Downs, and here she comes on the other end of the floor. The Lady Redskins have the ball. It's Portland Minix. Tried to get a pass out to another Lady Redskin, but a foul's called. A little reach.
Is it on Lehigh?
Yep.
It's her third.
So this will be an out-of-bounds play underneath their own basket for the Knox Lady Redskins. Portland Minix to take it out. Here comes the play. They get it to the corner from 15, number 32 of the Knox Lady Redskins. Nora Stone, no good. Rebounded Lady Jays. It's Avery Johnson. Gets it to Reagan Hensley. Here comes Hensley. Up to Kaylin Tunis. Stolen by, oh man, so close to being stolen by Morgan Downs, but it goes out of bounds. Last touch by her. So it will stay here, Lady J basketball.
This game's going to come down to free throws.
Yep.
I mean, the next one, everybody's going to be shooting 2 shots. So there's going to be, you better make, like your mama says, make them free throws.
Yes, you better. Oh, man. Oh, I thought they threw it away, but It was last touched by a Lady Redskin off the inbounds pass. So now on the other side of the floor, it's another sideline out-of-bounds play. Reagan Hensley to take it out here. Hensley finds it in to Avery Johnston. Johnston cross court to McKinley Dushak. Almost stolen, saved by Kylie Lehigh. She finds Reagan Hensley into the corner. Big time three. Kaylin Tunis in and out. Rebounded by the Lady Redskins. Nora Stone, and then a jump ball is called.
Again, they shot another 3. Maybe that's their game plan.
Well, kids, they all want to shoot threes these days, Coach.
I understand, but you also want to win and
I know.
take advantage of the situation. But I don't know what their game plan or what
Thanks
she wants
Steph
to do.
Curry for that.
There you go.
Oh, man, another turnover for the Lady Jays. And then they steal it back. Another turnover for the Lady Redskins. My goodness. So here are the Lady Jays with the ball. Redskin Nation on their feet wanting something. And then Morgan Downs out of frustration fouls Kaylin Tunis, so she will go to the line.
It's Morgan's third.
43-38, the Lady Jays lead. 2:49 to go in the ball game. First free throw is up, away, and good from Kaylin Tunis. Second free throw is good. 45-38. Lady J's lead. Full court pressure is still on. The Redskins have had to deal with it all night long. Rylan Jordan picks up her dribble. They still need to get it across half court. She finds Portland Minix, and a double dribble is not called. She somehow saved it, though. Maybe it dribbled off of Lady J. Inside to Rylan Jordan, and she gets the layup to go. 45-40, 5-point ball game, 2:30 to go. Oh, man, this is going to go down to the wire, folks. Almost stolen by the Lady Redskins. And then another foul is called. So that puts Kylie Lehigh at the line.
Riley Taylor, that's her third. Back to the line.
First of two for Kylie Lehigh on the way. No good. Too hard off the back iron. We're going to see Kaya Burkett check in and McKinley Dushak check out for the Lady Jays. Second free throw on the way from Lehigh, no good, and now a huge fight for the rebound by Reagan Hensley. And they're going to call a jump ball. So it will be Lady Redskin ball off of that. So the Redskins beat the full court press. It's Cadence Qualls, coast to coast, puts up the layup, no good. Rebounded Kaya Burkett over to Kaylin Tunis, who then finds Reagan Hensley, and then a foul on Morgan. Oh, double dribble, coach.
Yep, I think she did.
So Reagan Hensley called for the double.
Before the foul.
5-point ball game is very doable, especially with this Knox Lady Redskin team.
Well, you got 2 minutes, and you're both are shooting 2 free throws every foul.
Plenty of time.
Plenty of time.
Out of bounds play underneath their own basket. Portland Minix gets it into Morgan Downs. She pops it from the right elbow. No good. She's been cold tonight. She hasn't had very many looks either. And then a fight for the rebound. Says the Lady Redskins touched it last, so the Lady Jays will have possession. We're going to see the full court pressure now. You see head coach James Adcock telling his girls, get forward, get forward. As now a foul is called on number 22 of the Knox Lady Redskins.
That's Riley Taylor. That's her fourth.
Taylor. So that's going to put Avery Johnston at the line.
She's 1 for 3 tonight.
So Johnston puts up the first, makes it count. 6-point ball game now, 46-40. Back and forth affair for most of this game until the Lady Jays pulled away here. 46-40, missed the second free throw. Rebounded by the Lady Jays. Kylie Lehigh puts up a layup, no good, and rebounded Portland Minix. 2 minutes to go here in the ball game. 6-point game. Lady Redskins need to make something happen here. Stolen by Reagan Hensley. Another turnover for the Lady Redskins. Here comes Hensley, coast to coast, puts up the layup, no good, and a foul is called. Coming quick tonight.
Yeah.
So Reagan Hensley will go to the line to shoot 2.
That's 5th foul on Cadence Qualls. That's going to...
Man. So Cadence, her night will come to a close. And we'll see who head coach James Adcock checks in here. He's going with number 10.
Messer.
Presley Messer, the sophomore. So Cadence Qualls will take a seat. And Presley Messer will check in, and at the line is Reagan Hensley, shooting 2 here.
She's 1 for 5 from the line tonight.
Misses it. Off the back iron, keeps it a 6-point ball game. Plenty of time for the Knox Lady Redskins to get 6 points here. Second free throw on the way. Swish. 47-40, 7-point ball game. They get it into Morgan Downs. Morgan back to number 22, Riley Taylor, who then finds Portland Minix on the other end of the floor. She gets it back over to Riley Taylor, inside to Rylan Jordan, turns around, and a foul is called on Kylie Lehigh, and she can't believe it. Both teams, after they foul the player, they're almost like, how?
I think they called that on Tunis, but maybe not. Nope. Oh,
her fourth.
Fourth, man.
And I don't think she had any in the first half, if I'm remembering correctly.
You are correct.
So she had all 4 of her fouls here in the second half as Rylan Jordan makes the first of 2 count, making it a 6-point ball game. This second one here could be a 5-point ball game with 1:32. She couldn't make the second one. Fight for a rebound. It's Riley Taylor, and she gets the putback to go. Riley Taylor and a timeout by head coach James Adcock. He makes it a full 47-43, a 4-point ball game, 1:29 to go. And the way these teams have been fouling, we're not going to get out of here in 1:30, folks. It's going to be a while. These teams are fighting right now, tooth and nail.
Yeah, this is a long ways from over. Like say, we're going to be shooting a lot of free throws. Judson's got to recognize if they get in any kind of trouble at all. Obviously, I'm hoping that they're telling them we don't need to be shooting the shot, especially threes, unless we're down low and we've got an easy, put back or something, a nice, drop step. But handle the ball. You get in any kind of pressure, you get 3 timeouts, so, be able to be quick to pull them timeouts.
What are you talking about in this timeout if you're Knox? You're down 4. What are you saying?
Well, the whole thing is just you got to play good, solid defense. You can't worry about who's got what on the fouls. Obviously, he's checking to see who's got the 4 out there and to say, well, when I say 2 foul, you're a designated fouler or you're a designated fouler. You can't foul because you have 4. So he should be letting all of them know who is a designated fouler. I think Riley Taylor has 4 fouls, so she's obviously not the designated fouler. So pretty much anybody else at this point can foul.
Yeah, you're exactly right. Which that's one thing we were kind of worried about there at halftime, thinking how are they going to make this happen. But here are the Lady Jays beating the full court pressure. Back up top to Kaya Burkett, who then finds Kylie Lehigh, stolen by the Lady Redskins. It's Riley Taylor bringing it coast to coast all the way. Right hand layup, no good.
Wow.
But she's fouled.
Burkett.
And Redskin Nation liked that one. They've got a little cheer block of themselves over there. I see we talked about Jake Conroy. I also see Miles McLaughlin in the house. I believe that's him. As the first free throw is up, away, and no good from Riley Taylor. She needed that one. 47-43.
Yeah, you need to score while the clock is stopped.
She gets the second one to rattle around. So a 3-point ball game, a 1-possession ball game here in the Nest.
Just play good D.
47-44. Full court
Judson
pressure from the Lady Redskins. Oh, Reagan Hensley hits the deck, and they call her for a travel, and Reagan didn't like it.
Most officials, when you slap the floor, would have gave you a T.
Well, he didn't see it. He turned it he turned at the right time for her. As here we go, 1 minute to go, 3-point ball game. The Lady Redskins have possession. Man, this is a good one. Riley Taylor with the ball. Kaya Burkett on her to the corner to Rylan Jordan. Jordan back to Portland Minnick. Stop at the key for 3. No good. Rebounded Lady Jays. They tried to tie it there. Redskin Nation wanted that one. Foul called.
Riley Taylor, that's going to be her 5th.
Oh, man.
She was not the designated fouler, like I told you.
Exactly. And now she's going to have to check out, and checking in is Cheryl Barnes for the first time tonight. So now at the line, Reagan Hensley, 2 shots here. Making one of them would make it a 2-possession ball game. She makes 1. I guess you could get fouled on a 3-point and 1. But
yep.
So here's the second of 2, and she makes it count. Back to a 5-point ball game, 49-44, with 44 seconds to go in the 4th. Boy, that's a tongue twister. Rylan Jordan breaks the full court press. Inside to Cheryl Barnes, puts up the layup, no good. Rebounded inside by Cheryl. Her putback, no good. Rebounded by number 15, Avery Johnson. The Lady Redskins are having the full court pressure. Reagan
Timeout should be right now. Timeout.
Has the ball, and yes, you're right. Head coach Combs calls the timeout. Stops the clock at 24.5. You're up 5 here, coach. If you're the Lady Jays, what do you say?
We make them foul us. We are not shooting the basketball. The only way we're shooting the basketball if we're going to the free throw line.
okay? Now if you're the Knox Lady Redskins.
You've got to figure out who your foulers are. You go for the steal on the out of bounds. If you don't get the steal on the out of bounds, you need 2 possessions. So you should be finding who you want to foul, who you want the ball to go to. Obviously they have stats and who they want, who they'd like to see shooting free throws. And that's the person that you kind of lean to let them get the ball in, and then your designated fouler goes to foul them.
Man, it's easier to say than it's easier to do.
Well,
easier said than done.
That's why you work on situations
like
in practice
this.
And stuff. I mean, what do you do when you're 1 possession down? What do you do when you need just a 3 or when you need a 2 or what? And they got to understand signals, because a lot of times some officials will, if you're saying foul, 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 they'll watch you, and kids will go up and just shove. And they'll give you an intentional foul.
Gotcha.
So you've got to make sure that they know what they're doing on a foul. They're going for the ball. So you're just getting them going to the free throw line.
So here we go, out of the timeout, Reagan Hensley to inbounds this. We'll see the play, full court pressure from the Lady Redskins. Hensley gets it into Kylie Lehigh. That's who they want to have the ball. Rylan Jordan tried to steal it, nothing there. She's going to have to foul. Pushes it forward to Avery Johnston. She gets it to Reagan Hensley. Hensley, the clock still ticks, under 14 seconds.
They're letting way too much time go off the clock.
Yep.
Way too much time. Should have been fouling a long time
All
ago.
the way, had 24 seconds, now down to 11.8. And I think there's a timeout. Yep, timeout on the floor, 49-44.
Now they have to, for sure, whoever it is, at this point it doesn't matter. Whoever receives the ball, you have to foul them right away.
Right away. No time to waste.
Right.
I mean, obviously, if the steal is there, yes, but you've got to be quick. It's and like you said, you've almost got to tell the ref, hey, we're fouling here.
Exactly.
Get a hand on that and just.
Yep. Exactly. Get the steal, get a quick layup, quick timeout. Go back and live to play another day.
Yeah, exactly. So Hensley to take it out on the near sideline here.
Got a fouler.
She gets it to Avery Johnson. She spins around. No foul, and a foul is called late after she passed it from Portland Mix. Stops the clock at 9 seconds even. So this puts Avery Johnston at the line. And Avery Johnston.
It's 2 for 5 from the line this evening.
Thank you. You filled in the blank for me.
We're starting to think alike.
Yeah, we're getting there. First of 2, and it's good. What an interesting shot there. Didn't have much rotation. Did you see that? Kind of looked like a knuckleball. Yeah. Or like Joakim Noah. You remember how his free throws used to be? That's so weird. Second free throw, and it's good. 51-44, 9 seconds. Here comes Morgan Downs to bring it across the timeline. She's got the ball with Kylie Lehigh on her. Back to the corner. Portland Minix for 3. No good. And rebounded. Nope, that's the end of the ball game. 51-44 is the final as the North Judson-San Pierre Lady Blue Jays prevail over their historic rival, the Knox Lady Redskins, the night before Thanksgiving for our annual broadcast we will never miss. WKVI will always be here, and we are going to take a break and come back for the Collins Insurance post-game show to talk this one over. We may hear from both head coaches as well during the Collins Insurance post-game show, so stick around for that. We're going to take a break and come back. You're listening to Kankakee Valley Broadcasting's WKVI.
Howard's Marathon in Winnemac has a reputation built on getting things done right. With 30 years' experience as an ASE Master Auto Technician, Dean Wentz is the right choice for the auto repairs or service. From auto computer diagnostic checks to new batteries and tires, they can take care of it all. Howard's Marathon is a proud supporter of area high school sports and wishes all teams a great season. Howard's Marathon, 121 South Monticello Street in Winnemac. Call 574-946-6894.
The key to high-yielding crops is accurate and dependable soil testing. This is Andy Awald of Farm Fertilizers and Seeds. Having the right information to make the most profitable fertility decisions is what Image Services from Farm Fertilizers and Seeds is all about. We combine cutting-edge technology and computerized record-keeping with a common-sense approach to soil sampling and fertilizer recommendations. Whether it be by management zone for field-level applications or grid-based for variable rate applications, count on Image Services by Farm Fertilizers and Seeds for your soil service needs this fall.
Real magic is everywhere. It's in your mom's cooking. In 4-hour dinners with friends. in that first bite of something new. And in the fizz of a Coca-Cola. Now with so many options for less than $5, the Coca-Cola Value Collection will help you make the most out of every magic moment for so much less. Taste the magic for less with Coca-Cola.
Welcome to the Collins Insurance Agency's post-game show.
51-44 is the final as the North Judson-San Pierre Lady Blue Jays beat the Knox Lady Redskins in the nest of North Judson-San Pierre. I'm Mitch Columbi. The tradition continues here on Kankakee Valley Broadcasting as WKVI will always be there. We've got our very own sports analyst Terry Minix in the house, perched up high in the nest with me. Another one's in the book. Jesus, I can't talk. Another one is in the books, Coach.
Yes, it is. That was a fun game to watch, actually. You know, they all left it out on the floor, and that's what we expected at the beginning of the game. We knew we got these two teams that they're going to play each other. It's going to be a battle, you know, and they walked off with good sportsmanship, shaking hands, and, you know, they're going to learn from this, both coaches.
It was scrappy. It was a
lot of turnovers, a lot of free throws, but for the most part, it wasn't because, you know, the effort was there for both teams, and at any point in time, you really didn't know who was going to win because it was going back and forth.
Well, unofficially, a lot of turnovers tonight. Let's just say that. Unofficially, we know. Maybe officially, we know there were a lot of turnovers. Unofficially, I had 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 27 for the North Judson-San Pierre Lady Blue Jays unofficially, and for the Knox Lady Redskins, 26.
Well, you know, with that type of game, though, I mean, it kind of muckies up the water a little bit when both teams are very aggressive. You know, I've always said as a coach, it's I'd like to have players. I'd rather try to tame a horse than rile one up, and that's one of them things that. All these girls, I mean, they're aggressive, maybe at times a little over-aggressive, but as the coach, I mean, they'll say, oh, you're fine, that's what we need to do, but we got to just be smarter in different situations. But, you know, you got to take your hat off to both of them.
Yeah.
They left it out on the floor, and that's all you can ask as a coach.
Well, I think the Lady Jays are looking pretty good to start their season. Both teams in tonight had new head coaches, so either coach was going to come out. This was their first official Knox versus North Judson battle, and head coach Whitney Combs comes out on top for her first appearance as a head coach. Of course, she's been on the coaching staff here at North Judson-San Pierre for quite a long time. We see her making the trek up north here to the nest, in the nest, to have a word with us. So it'll be interesting to have a chance to talk with her in the post-game, as this will be our first post-game interview with her. So it'll be interesting to see. We'll have a chance to ask some questions of her and see what she thought of the entire game, for that fact. So let's go ahead and talk with head coach of the North Judson-San Pierre Lady Blue Jays, Whitney Combs. Coach, you got the win tonight in the nest. First question, how do you feel after that one?
Well, it was ugly at times. It was a dogfight for sure. They are very scrappy and they pressure the ball hard, and sometimes we were ready for it and sometimes we weren't. So we know what we have to work on from that.
Yeah, you know, from that game, Whitney, what are you going to take from that? I mean, obviously the win is a great thing. You know, you can celebrate tomorrow, but you know, a couple of things you got to work on. Obviously, I know you're playing Oregon Davis on Saturday, but
yes, we do.
No, yeah. But what are you going to work on come Friday when you get back in the gym?
You know, for us, we just have to worry about ourselves. Sometimes we come out and practice and we're a little bit lax. Mm-hmm. We really need to come out and practice at focus, because I feel like you practice like you play. Yeah, and we played how we practiced all week. Not very good.
Right.
So the girls know.
Well, the one thing I thought in the fourth quarter, you took some ill-advised threes when you had like an 8-point lead, 9-point lead, and you know they turned out because you guys were aggressive enough to get the rebounds. But is that kind of in your game plan? Is that what you want them to do?
We haven't worked on a lot of situational stuff yet. I mean, we're all still learning how to play with each other, right? We only have 2 girls back from last year that played in the varsity time, so we're all learning how to mesh. And I mean, we'll work on that as the season progresses. That's something we definitely need to work on, but we'll have some of those situations going on in practice so they can learn from them, and we really just need to calm down. I feel like sometimes we want them to play fast transition basketball, but there's a time and place for it. And, at the end of that game, we really needed to calm down a little bit and play our offense instead of rushing
Right.
it.
And that's what I was telling Mitch. I think it's one of them things that I like, I want to be able to tame a horse, not rile one up. And both teams have got a bunch of wild, they're aggressive as all get out. So you just got to learn, and they got to learn what your expectations, correct?
Yeah, exactly. I told them they're going to we have another game with them, they're going to be ready for us. So we got a lot to work on before then, and there's going to be other teams that are aggressive too. So I think that was a really good win for us, and I'm very proud of the girls. And the Knox girls, they did an amazing job too. They played hard. They battled it out the whole entire time.
It was just a good game.
It was
And the atmosphere. You got to talk about the atmosphere. It almost felt like a sectional basketball atmosphere, really. What's that provide to a team early on in the season when they're in these situations where it's a packed house? I assume you appreciate that as a coach to get that experience for them.
Yes, that is exactly it, especially with us having some starting freshmen. They haven't had a packed house like this. You don't get this in 8th grade.
Right, no.
So I'm glad this game wasn't our doubleheader, because I know our doubleheader is going to be more packed. So I'm glad they hopefully got the jitters out this game and for the sectionals.
What was your overall opinion on the full court pressure? I thought you guys did an amazing job in the full court press. It really kind of stalled Knox from getting going early, and you guys really took off from the beginning.
It did. Kylie Lehigh up there at that point on the 1-3-1, she's just a force to be reckoned with, man. She's got her arms and legs everywhere in that. I think we did really well to start, and then they kind of figured out how to break it. They just kind of threw it over our heads. We would creep up a little bit. We worked on that, but we're still working out the kinks. But I was very proud of them.
Well, you shot a lot of free throws tonight. You guys,
which isn't a bad thing.
Well,
we make them. That's not a bad thing.
Yeah, I did like 34 free throws. I think you made like 14 or so.
Both teams.
Yeah.
We were foul happy tonight.
Yeah. It was. We were wondering who's going to be left in the game.
Right. Exactly. I don't know. We just need to really focus on our free throws. We've been working on them a lot at practice, and I hope to continue to get better on them during the season, because if a close game, free throws matter a lot.
Exactly. Well, it's a good win.
Yeah, Coach, I appreciate you coming up and talking with us. Congratulations on the big-time win the night before Thanksgiving. Happy Thanksgiving to you and your family.
Thank you so much. Happy Thanksgiving to you all as well.
You as well.
All right, that is head coach of the North Judson-San Pierre Lady Blue Jays, Whitney Combs, as she did a very fantastic job coaching her Lady Jays for a big-time win, Coach, 51-44. Great chance to have an opportunity to talk with her. I think she's going to be a very good head coach for the Lady Jays.
Oh, yeah, very, very fiery, and
Yes.
she knows what she wants to do. And like we said, you got, what is this, their 5th or 6th game that she's been with these girls, and they're only going to get better. And she's got the spark, and she really wants them to do well, and I think things are going to be fine.
Man, it feels good to be back in the nest, man. This was a lot of fun tonight, but we're going to take a break and come back for the Stark County Co-op Play of the Game. For sports analyst Terry Minix, I'm Mitch Columbi. You're listening to Kankakee Valley Broadcasting's WKVI.
It's hard to believe, but time sure does fly by. Collins Insurance Agency in downtown Knox are celebrating over 30 years of taking care of all of your insurance needs in our communities.
If I could turn back time.
And we're not going anywhere. Stop in and see Jim and the crew at Collins Insurance Agency in downtown Knox. Insurance you can count on from a business you've trusted since 1989. Proud presidential partners of Western Reserve.
On the way home from the game, a deer jumps in front of your truck. And now you've got to get that truck repaired. Make it easy on yourself. Take it to Mark's Body Shop. Mark's has done expert auto body service since 1998 and will work with you and your insurance provider for collision repair, custom body paint, and insurance work. And all work guaranteed by owner Mark Schell. Mark's Body Shop, proud to support high school sports. 772-7003.
Since 1936, Standard Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning have always taken pride in doing the job right. Third-generation owner Brian Hammond and his family have always set the standard when it comes to taking care of all your heating and cooling needs. Making your home a comfortable home is the absolute top priority. If you are uncomfortable in your home, give them a call at 574-936-4660. Follow them on Facebook. Let Standard Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning help you take control of your comfort.
It's time for the Stark County Co-op Play of the Game. Let's return to the voice of WKVI Sports, Mitch Columbi.
Boy, he really went all out on those. Shout out to John Thompson, as this is the Stark County Co-op play of the game. I turn things over to our sports analyst, Coach Terry Minix. What's our Stark County Co-op play of the game?
Well, I tell you, there was a lot of exciting, getting down there that last couple minutes. It was a lot of lead changes in the last quarter, but I think the one that kind of sealed it for him was Reagan Hensley knocking down 2 free throws with 44.6 seconds left to make the score 49-44 in the fourth quarter, and there were big free throws, and it separated them from one possession to 2 possessions, and for that reason, she's going to have the play of the game.
My mom would be so happy right now that you
that
gave the play of the game was a free throw.
Well,
that's how important they are.
Well, they are. I mean, because like we talked about, they struggle a little bit from the line tonight. Obviously they'll be working on them, but when she needed to hit them, she hit them.
And that's the nerves of steel.
There you go.
In your home floor, and you're able to make it happen. Well, we're going to take a break and come back for the Ashley Derrickson 5-star player of the game after this word from our sponsors.
The Stark County Co-op has been a member-owned farm services co-op in Stark County since 1928. That's over 90 years, and they're still providing the same quality agronomy services to the farming community of Stark and surrounding counties. The Stark County Co-op is an LP and fuel provider. The Stark County Co-op purchases grain at both locations, Hamlet and Browns. You can reach them by phone at 1-800-782-3392, the Stark County Co-op.
This presentation of our area's local high school sports is sponsored by Pulaski Memorial Hospital in Winamac. Pulaski Memorial Hospital is dedicated to providing excellent health care to improve the health and quality of life for the people and the community they serve. They will meet the community's needs and exceed their expectations by creating the best possible health care experience. For more information of the services they provide, call 946-2100. When you grow up on the land, you have an appreciation for it. When you grow up and work on a family farm, on land that is shared by members of a family, all working together as a team, that appreciation grows even more. They know what it's like to work as a team to get the job done. At Lawrence Farms of Knox, Todd and Josh Lawrence and family support the local high school teams and wish them success all through the season.
Time to announce the Ashley Derrickson 5-star player of the game. Mitch?
Hey, thanks, John. It's time now for our Ashley Derrickson 5-star player of the game, given in memory of Ashley Derrickson, a 2008 graduate of North Judson-San Pierre High School who battled cancer throughout her high school career before losing that battle on December 12th of 2008. We'll tell you who's earned that honor after this word from 5-star.
5-star, the largest meat and grocery store in the area, focused on quality, value, and customer service. The 5 stars in the name of the store come from 5 family members of the original owners serving in World War II, each one represented by a blue star on a flag hanging in the front window of the family home. That's why even decades later, 5-star is known for its dedication to service. Now that dedication means savings for you. 5-star, one of the We Care stores, the area's largest meat and grocery store, focused on quality, value, and customer service. Located, you know where, in the Knox Mall.
I turn things over to our sports analyst, Terry Minix, who is our Ashley Derrickson 5-star player of the game, Coach.
Well, like the other award, we had some girls that could really, probably 3 or 4 of them that really could have gotten this, but I really thought with the way the game was played, and I'm one of them where you reward the ones that do the dirty work as well, and the reason I'm going to give this is because the young lady, I had her down for 16 rebounds. She didn't particularly shoot the ball well from the free throw line, but she had 10 points and 16 rebounds, and that was Kylie Lehigh. Mm-hmm. And for that reason, she's going to be our 5-star player of the game.
I got to agree with you. Seems like she was everywhere tonight. She was everywhere on the floor.
Yeah, I mean she's so athletic. Yeah, she's athletic. She's all over the floor. She kind of they got a lot of motors out there. I say gets the motor going, but they got a lot of them and but I just thought she did a lot of things that you really don't see. She's not. She knocked down a 3 and she had 3 baskets, but it's just the rebounds were just. She was a beast on the boards.
What a play. What a player, I should say, in Kylie Lehigh, as we saw Harold Welter here for the Sherilyn Welter Foundation. They were here getting a jump start on Giving Tuesday. I'm sure he appreciates all the donations, as we are going to have a chance to talk with head coach of the Knox Lady Redskins, James Adcock. Coach, tough game, but, man, I said it last time, your girls are fighters. And they give everything they got, Coach. What's your overall opinion right now of the game?
Well, I feel like North Judson got us in a frantic mode from the beginning, and we had a hard time shaking that frantic mode. When we did slow down a little bit there at the end of the kind of middle of the fourth quarter, we got back into the game. I think it was a 2-point game, one way or the other. We just got to learn to play under control, not get frantic when the other team, because North Judson's flying everywhere. They're an aggressive team. Coach Whitney's got them coached well. They're playing hard, and we knew that coming in. It's just hard to mirror that in practice.
Sure.
Well, I thought you got some really good minutes from Portland. Portland played really well on both sides of the ball. She shot the ball extremely well. Just didn't get enough opportunities, but. You talk a little bit about her. I thought she played one of the better games I've seen her play.
Port has a lot of pressure on her, and she handles it well. She handles the ball for us, and we were trying to work through that a little bit too in practice this week to give other girls opportunity to handle the ball, give her more open shots because she is a decent shooter, especially at a percentage that she shoots. If that 3 would have went in at the end, we might be talking up here a little bit different overtime type game, but they don't always fall. But she played a decent game, and. We just got to fix some things on defense, and I think we'll get North Judson again this season, and we'll give them another battle.
That's funny you just said that, because we had a chance to talk with head coach Whitney Combs, and one of the first things she said is she told the girls in the locker room, hey, we're not done with them. We're going to see those girls again, so you better be ready because they're going to remember tonight. And I can only imagine after a tough loss like that, the girls in the locker room were chomping at the bit, ready to go for the next one.
And they are. And I told the girls, this is I call it a free game. It's not really a free game, but it's not a conference game. And if we were going to be 50-50, we want to win the conference game. So we'll be aiming for that. Congrats to North Judson. They played hard. They hit a few more shots than we did. I feel like our free throws were down tonight. We're usually better percentage that way. But we'll get better. That's the object of this.
What's the biggest takeaway you're going to take from this game so you can bring it to the next time you play them?
I think just our intensity level on defense, understanding where we're at, boxing out, not waiting for the ball to come to us, but going to the ball. It's everything we've done wrong tonight is very fixable.
Sure.
Right.
And if we can fix these small things, it's going to make us a whole better team. And by the time we get to sectionals and we're in conference play, full swing, we're going to be a tough team to play.
I did see twice tonight where your girls boxed out and the ball actually hit the floor.
Yeah.
It was great.
It was one of them that we, as coaches,
you don't see often.
You don't see. Everybody's
and
jumping.
And we practiced that this week, and we said, hey, if it hits the floor, great, but we got to go get it.
Well, yeah, no, that's the other thing. Yeah,
when you got slashers like that, like North Judson is, it don't take long for them to get in there and get that ball, and that's just something we learned. I always tell the girls, I take it from Jocko Wilkins, a leadership guru, and he just says good. Okay, we lost, but good. It's going to make us better.
Yep.
And that's what we're going to be. Right. We're going to get better as a result of this.
And you are. I tell you, I've seen you after the Morgan game. I mean, you played really great there, your intensity, but the other things you've gotten them better at. I mean, as far as playing as a team, I thought they did a nice job tonight.
I appreciate that. We talked to the girls. There's 5 girls out there, but there's only one team. And if one individual doesn't do her job, she don't box out or she doesn't run the right play or this doesn't happen, it doesn't affect one girl, it affects the team.
Sure. That's right.
And so that's something we're learning too. Is we got to walk away and say, understand this is 5 Pistons out there working together, defense, offense, to make this thing successful.
And that's what we always talked about at Chain. You're only as strong as your weakest link.
Yeah.
So you have to make sure that the chain, everybody works together and everybody stays strong.
Yep, totally agree.
So what's next? Where's your next game?
We don't get much of a break. We got KV coming in on Saturday.
Yeah.
And
quick turnaround.
Yeah, quick turnaround. I told the girls we're going to practice tomorrow. They all looked at me with big eyes. And I said, no, I'm just kidding. So I'd probably have some parents calling me tonight if that was the case. But we'll practice Friday, get ready for the game, and then hopefully we'll give KV all they can handle.
Well, enjoy the time with your family. Happy Thanksgiving, and thank you for your time tonight.
Happy Thanksgiving to you guys. Thanks for your opportunity. Appreciate
Absolutely.
it.
Great job, Coach.
That is head coach James Adcock of the Knox Lady Redskins. Always appreciate a chance we have when we are able to talk with him. He's a really good speaker. Of course, he's a pastor. So he's really good at.
You were pretty good. I knew your best behavior when you're talking to a pastor. I didn't realize that.
You
That was
notice
nice.
that?
I did.
You did
that was
notice
really
that?
Good.
Well, God may be watching.
Mama's listening, but God's watching.
Oh man, Coach, what a lot of fun! As we're not going to be in action for a while. KVB's WKVI Sports is back in action a week from this Saturday, December 2nd, as we will be in the Bobcat Den at Oregon Davis to see our first boys basketball game of the year. The Bobcats host the Morgan Township Cherokee. We will be going live at 7 p.m. Eastern, 6 p.m. Central. That's right here on 99.3 FM and streaming throughout the world on WKVI.com.
And that night is Hall of Fame night. We've got there's induction
I look
night.
better and better every time I put that schedule
out. The induction night, I think there's 2 or 3 individuals, and there's a team going in on that night. So it'll be a big night at Oregon Davis.
Wow. Well, I'm honored to be there. Makes me look like I know what I'm doing.
I tell people you do.
Well, we also remind you to join us this weekend for our Thanksgiving 1-hour holiday special edition of the Saturday Sports Line, the longest-running high school sports show in Indiana, thanks to our very own Harold Welter. We will have very good interviews from our Knox offensive linemen. Of course, they are our Tyler Roth WKVI co-athletes of the week. And Harold Welter has a great Where Are They Now segment with Hank Orkus. You are not going to want to miss this Thanksgiving 1-hour holiday special edition of the Saturday Sports Line, as we will be going live at 9 a.m. Eastern, 8 a.m. Central on 99.3 FM and online at WKVI.com. If you missed this Saturday Sports Line, don't worry. We remind you of the Saturday Sports Line replay every Sunday at 7 p.m. Eastern, 6 p.m. Central. We also invite you to follow us on social media, on Instagram at WKVI Sports, on X, formerly Twitter, at KVB Sports, and on Facebook at Sports to the Max for all Kankakee Valley Broadcasting sports content. Final word from you tonight, Coach.
Just a couple quick scores. I know Morgan Township girls played Andrea tonight. I know they were beaten 41-24, and Triton boys beat Oregon Davis, came back and beat Oregon Davis. I don't have the exact score, but I know that OD was beaten tonight.
And the Culver Cavs also lost to Rochester 70-35.
Okay.
So tough losses for our area teams.
Yep. It was a fun night. It's one of them, it would have been a little bit better with, the boy-girl doubleheader and a little more, just 2 games like that. Could have been the same type of situation. So, but like we said earlier, I'm sure the 2 schools will take the go into the semi-state instead of having to play here now. But it was a lot of fun. Looking forward to it. Obviously, I'll be back here Saturday night when the Bobcats play the Lady Jays, and they're going to have to get used to all the loud fans and everything in here, because these people in North Judson, they love their Blue Jays, and just like the people over there in Knox, they love their Redskins. So we're looking forward to it. It was nice. We got a couple girls, Gabby Krause and Sarah Thompson, got a chance to watch them tonight while they were studying Gabby was studying to shadow us. Okay, shadowing us. And
she said she was listening on the radio. I don't know. Well, I'll test her next week. We'll see how well she was listening.
But what was she listening to?
Maybe a different radio station. Hopefully us.
I hope so. But no, a lot of fun. I want to say happy Thanksgiving to you and your family.
Thank you.
And,
happy Thanksgiving to you.
And everybody out there, enjoy the family time. And then, come Friday, when girls are in practicing, boys are in practicing, people are out shopping. It's basketball season, baby. Let's get her rolling.
It feels good, doesn't
it, Coach? Yes, it does.
Our final in this one, 51-44. The North Judson-San Pierre Lady Blue Jays beat the Knox Lady Redskins in this historic rivalry the night before Thanksgiving. From all of us here at KVB, we thank you for listening to Indiana High School Sports. For our sports analyst, Terry Minix, our in-game announcer, John Thompson, I am Mitch Columbi. The tradition continues. We are Kankakee Valley Broadcasting's WKVI. Happy Thanksgiving, everyone.
Thank you for listening to Indiana High School Basketball on Kankakee Valley Broadcasting's WKVI. Sponsored in part by Coca-Cola, Culver's Portside Marina, NEPCO, Crane and Equipment Services, Farm Fertilizers, First Farmers Bank and Trust, Lawrence Farms, Mark's Body Shop in Knox, Zingo Express, Pulaski Memorial Hospital, Stark County Co-op, The Auto Park with locations in LaPorte, Plymouth, and Bremen, Standard Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning, Collins Insurance, Howard's Marathon of Winamac, and 5 Star. We'd like to thank our sponsors for their dedication in supporting local high school sports and helping continue the tradition on Kankakee Valley Broadcasting's WKVI.
Here's the three in the corner on the way! Yes! Yes! Big time three at a big time moment.